Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, you're listening to World Combat Sports. It's Fight Night FS1, and you know what it is. WCS back on deck. They have a light card, but first, salute to the supporters of World Combat Sports. Appreciate you tuning in. In the main headliner, I'm going to drop a bout sheet up here for you so you can just check it out. This is going to be your card on FS1. You know, we're looking forward to seeing that co-main event and that main event. It'll be kicking off at 8 p.m. That's your bout sheet. Of course, I had to hook it up for you, to give you the idea of what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Give you the receipts. So I'm going to take that down. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Yeah, it's a light fight card tonight. So in the process of leading up to that hour, 8 o'clock on the hour, I wanted to talk about certain things that's going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got Devin Haney facing Yorkis Gamboa later on this week on the 7th. We really expect Devin Haney to go in there and get that job done against a fighter like Gamboa. Like I said before, this fight for Devin Haney, it is a solid name, being it's Gamboa with his Olympic pedigree and who he's faced. But it's just a C+ fight. I would say it's a C+ fight. Coming off a knockout of Gervonta, but still, he's getting an opponent, and it's only going to be a matter of time in 2021 where we probably see him step in and face a bigger name. Gamboa is not a big name. Let's be honest. Gamboa is not a big name. You know what I'm saying? And he's been stopped several times already. So you can only accredit him for that. The hardcore boxing fans know what it is. ESPN even said it. Plenty of people understands that Gamboa coming off an injury and a loss is a C+, boxer that's stepping in there for Devin Haney. But I will say this, he should go in there and get the job done as efficient as possible, early as possible, and move on about his career. On to the next in the lightweight division, period. That's what it is. Sir Ken in the building. Salute, man. It's been a whole lot of hoopla about the end of the year fights, man. We got so much going on, man. We got Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson. Man, look, the old heads are being flooded out right now, dog. It's so much going on that the old heads are being flooded out like it's cool. You know what I mean? Like they are absolutely being flooded out. Let me show you what I posted already. Let me pop this up here for you. Let me give you the fight card for the Triller. Because a lot of people, they know that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones are fighting. But damn, not too many people are talking about this shit, dog. Not too many people are talking about it. That's the bad thing. We know it's popping off. And however you want to see it, it's some pretty decent people fighting on the card, if you want to say so. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want you to take a look and give me your take. Give me your analysis on this fight card, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much and have people thinking, oh man, you're not giving them the credit they deserve. I am giving them credit. I'm giving Mike Tyson and freaking Roy Jones Jr. all the credit. But give me a minute. I'm gonna post this fight card up there for you all to check it out. Just bear with me while I pull this up. I thought I had it on my desktop, but give me a minute. It'll be here quick. Dropping the receipt so you can see. All right. So Here goes the bout. Here goes the fight card once again for Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson. There you go. It's up on the screen for you. Tell me what you think, people. Just tell me what you think right quick. Just tell me what you think. Let's go down this, right? We got a cat named Rashad that I've seen fight in mixed martial arts. He's going against a guy named Valdez. And then we know who Badu Jack is. You know, Badu Jack, let it be known, he's faced 8 world champions back to back. He's been in there with the best. He's going in there against Blake, who's been an open mouthpiece. He's been vocal. And, you know, goddamn Badu Jack told him, like, man, you remind me of that guy. Who is that guy that was facing Mike Tyson? Peter McNeely. You remind me of that guy named Peter McNeely. And, you know, he's just trying to sell the fight. I mean, he was selected to be on this fight card, which in a way it's going to be okay. You got Tyson and Roy Jones, but they just being flooded out at the end of the year. Let's be honest. They are being flooded out by all the fights that's taking place by the younger generation, by the bigger names in the sport, active fighters. Of course, we have Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. Shout out to Nate Robinson, one of the most gifted athletes ever in life. You know, he's going in there and facing the YouTube sensation Jake Paul, who has absolutely had a poor showing when he did step in there. We saw him in there with KSI. And from what I believe, Devin Haney was on that undercard, if I'm not mistaken. But I would say this about Jake Paul. He has basically elevated his stature as a personality to a stage, from YouTube vines to boxing on a fight card of legends. How does that fucking happen? Listen, people. Listen. This is where we at right now. This is why you have so much goofiness on new media. Because there's so much for us to report on that we just not believing what's going on. Like boxing and everybody can put on a freaking fight card these days. But Jake Paul has never competed at a high level of professional sports. And he's going in there against Nate Robinson, who has. Not only is he going in there against Nate Robinson, he's going in there on the undercard of 2 boxing legends in Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. How does Jake Paul, how does he sit in front of Badu Jack on this fight card? Please explain that to me. I'll take this down. It's been up there enough. How does that happen? Somebody explain that to me. Saturday morning cartoons on a Saturday night, but I would be watching and hope I'm eating a good cereal. Yeah, man, eat some Captain Crunch, man. You know what I'm saying? Eat some Captain Crunch. You know, you eat too much of Captain Crunch, it'll make your stomach hurt. So you might, have to be in there throwing up in the toilet while the fight, the undercard is going on, and then be a little bit better before freaking Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, actually step into the square. How does that happen? How do you have Jake Paul, a YouTube guy, come into a fight card with 2 guys who actually been in fight camps, who actually compete at the highest level, multi-time champion, world champion, and he gets the opportunity to be the co-main event? Unbelievable, man. That's what I'm saying. Anybody can be matchmakers. Anybody can be promoters if you got the pockets for it. It's just they're going with the flavor of exhibition, popularity, entertainment. That's what these cats are going for. How did Badu Jack, of all people, get placed into this conundrum? How does that happen, man? I'm bewildered that Badu Jack, who I've seen fighting on the biggest stage several times, going through that nasty cut with Marcus Brown. How is he on a Triller card behind Jake Paul, a fighter who he will wash? He will wash Jake Paul in a boxing match. He will wash that. He will wash Nate Robinson in a boxing match. Why isn't he the main event? Because I guess they want to keep it entertainment value to somebody who has popularity and social media followers. We all know Badu Jack don't have many social media followers because he ain't worried about that. He's a low-key type of dude. And the dudes he's fighting, nobody knows about him. But I know that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. is like, shit, man. We moved the fight to November Mike Tyson moved it from September to November, and it's November, and it's still people talking about other shit than they fight. So let's keep it moving. It's the big topic that's been going on is that a lot of you may not understand or read about, but election is popping off right now. The presidential election. I don't get into politics, man. I don't get into politics, but they're showing that Joe Biden is leading the electoral votes. It shows that he is almost there to the 270 to win. Okay. That's what it's depicting on various sites across the board. All right. And then, give or take, give us an hour and a half or two. And then they come back. Oh, by the way, Donald Trump has 270 electoral votes. He came back in a massive comeback. Man, get out of here. So I'm not going to even talk about that. What I do want to talk about is Shakur Stevenson. Oscar Valdez was supposed to step in there with Miguel Berchelt, right? Berchelt came down with COVID-19, man. And Shakur Stevenson say, man, I step in there against Oscar Valdez. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about with Shakur Stevenson. That's what I'm talking about. Because JoJo Diaz is supposed to be stepping there with Tevin Farmer. And then Jamel Herring, he's trying to face Carl Frampton. So if by chance Shakur Stevenson, who's trying to pick up a belt at the junior lightweight division, Oscar Valdez will be a very reputable opponent. I'm just hoping that Oscar Valdez is willing to risk, a fight with Shakur Stevenson. That's a tough fight. Shakur said he's been in the gym. He's ready. If he got with his people to reach out and see can he be the one to step in. But that's the word on the street, people. The word on the street, Shakur Stevens trying to fight Miguel Berchelt. Not Miguel Berchelt, Oscar Valdez, because Miguel Berchelt tested positive for COVID-19. So the fight isn't off between him and Oscar Valdez permanently. It's just postponed or whatever they're trying to work out. If by chance Valdez was stepping there with Shakur Stevenson, either one or two things can happen. He can benefit his resume by defeating Shakur Stevenson, or Shakur Stevenson goes in there, beat Valdez, and now he's in line to face Berchelt. It works out. Shit, that works out great. Tell me it doesn't. It works out absolutely great if Shakur Stevens is able to go in there, beat Valdez, and step in there with Berchelt. It'll be on and popping, y'all. Seriously, on and popping. And the even bigger news is out there that's going on is the fact that, from what we understand, Deontay Wilder will not be facing Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury is trying to face another opponent, Caballero, I think that's his name. Some guy who's, never fought on the level of Tyson Fury, but he's trying to selectively pick this opponent. But in the interim, Anthony Joshua is stepping in there December 12th. He's going in there against Kubrat Pulev. Now, the connection is Anthony Joshua wins, Tyson Fury. If he gets that fight, we don't know, because, God damn it, people acting like it's not going to be any litigation by Team Wilder. Yes, it is. It's a contractual commitment. And it's not as easy as Eddie Hearns getting on here saying, well, we're going to do what we want to do. And we have 2 fights lined up to face Tyson Fury in 2021. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. So the backup plan for Anthony Joshua is going to be Alexander Usyk. He beats Kubrat Pulev. And then on the first semester of 2021, they're looking forward, if Tyson Fury isn't in the slot, Anthony Joshua to face Alexander Usyk, because they're trying their best to put Usyk near the top of the heavyweights so they can play around with him, leave him up there, get him a title shot somehow, some way, so he can be the 2 division champion and shit like that. That's what they're trying to do with Usyk. That's what they're trying to do. He's a WBO mandatory. So that's the scrambling that's going on with Tyson Fury. Yes, Eddie Hearns may have put that out there saying that Tyson Fury is going to face Anthony Joshua twice in 2021. But then again, you have to look at the entire behind the scenes process of, Team Wilder getting together, Shelly Finkel and everybody else, and basically talking to, team to team about what is going on. I know we've heard several times before that the contract expired and all this other stuff and the fight is off, and Tyson Fury just want to go out here, and from what the understanding is out here in the media and what Eddie Hearns is saying is that Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, each fighter will get $100 million. Now, Eddie Hearns is all about bloviating numbers. He's all about bloviating numbers. He's saying that both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua will gross $100 million if they was to fight for the undisputed. And of course, they're looking at the fight being in the UK or somewhere, Saudi Arabia or something like that. One of the big dilemmas that's going on with the UK, they're in their second shutdown, so to speak, to December 1st, I believe. So that's going to basically prevent that fight, a big fight from taking place for what was the they're hoping that the Anthony Joshua fight is able to take place in December, because if they don't extend that December 1st restriction that's going on for COVID-19. So if Anthony Joshua is able to stay on schedule, face Kubrat Pulev, then in 2021, they can sort out all this with Tyson Fury and everything else. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think Tyson Fury is going to be able to go in here and fight the likes of Anthony Joshua just because it sounds good coming out of Eddie Hearns' mouth. Now, some of the alternatives to that fight is they can get with Team Wilder, compensate him for taking another fight. Of course, that will have to be agreed upon, and basically grant him the winner of one of those fights. And what they were saying is that Deontay Wilder would get the winner after the rematch. So what they're planning on doing is having two fights in 2021. That's what they're trying to say with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. They're trying to fight twice. They're trying to fight twice, which is a little bit cloudy, because in between that dynamic, you have Alexander Usyk, who's also set to face Anthony Joshua sometime or another. I don't know if it's going to be in 2021 or not. But what we can assure is that they have litigation that's going on before Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua even come close to announcing a fight date. It's not going down like that. I'm not sure why people are taking it as it's going to be that easy, like tic-tac-toe, but it's not, people. They have legal ramifications that they have to go through first, complete that, and then we'll kind of sort out everything else. But Tyson Fury is trying to fight a no-name guy at the end of this year. Around the same time, Anthony Joshua was stepping in there December 12th. So come first semester of the calendar 2021, Eddie Hearns is putting out to the media that him and Joshua is supposed to fight twice in 2021. But they truly understand that legal action is on the horizon from Team Wilder due to them having a contractual agreement. All right. So he has admitted that some type of form of legality is on the horizon. So y'all need to understand that it's not going to be as easy as them going over there making $100 million a pop and even making that fight when Wilder was supposed to be in a trilogy bout with Tyson Fury. And they're basically acting like it's none and void. The expiration. This ain't Norton antivirus. This ain't up for renewal. He enacted. He had 30 days to enact his rematch clause, and he did. And then when you get down to it, it's not as easy as putting out to the media that the contract expired. What kind of ghetto stuff is that? That's ghetto. So that's where we at with the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury bout. Don't be so quick to absolve it as if it don't exist anymore. It still exists. And expect, near the end of the year for us to get some word on what's going on with that. How is it going to play out? What is the active process of these two stepping in the ring for a trilogy? And if they're not going to fight this year, then I expect the date to come in 2021 that they are going to fight. Now, I don't know why Eddie Hearns is up here, giving, spoon feeding the people, just feeding them as if it's a done deal with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua for the undisputed titles in heavyweight when Deontay Wilder has a contractual agreement with Tyson Fury. So I'm going to leave you with that. That's all I'm going to say on that because, that's what it is. That is what it is. Okay. Now, and just stay tuned. I'll keep you posted on the Deontay Wilder situation, Tyson Fury, because that's a big deal. That's a big deal because it mixes up everything when it comes to the heavyweight division. It really does. Because the Undisputed is a huge fight in boxing history. And Deontay Wilder should, if contractually committed, which he is, he should get his turn to step back in there for a trilogy. Period. Coming off this fight with Gervonta Davis, the word is that they plan on fighting 3 times in 2021. Floyd Mayweather made it clear they plan on fighting 3 times. It's going to probably be 2 B-level names in 2021 and 1 top name, one A+ name that's out there. And from what it looks like, from what Gervonta Davis has mentioned in the past, he's trying to sit up here and act like, I want to go with Ryan Garcia because he has more followers. So now you hear Ryan Garcia coming out and saying, I beat that boy. From looking at him, I beat that boy. And I don't blame Ryan Garcia to come out here after all the, look, people are freaking still buzzing over Gervonta Davis knockout of Leo Santa Cruz. They buzzing, y'all. That shit was epic. So, of course, a lot of fighters want to jump on and grab some of that energy. They want to they want to pull up to the beehive and get some of that honey that's dripping out the damn hive. That's what we're looking at with Gervonta Davis knockout. That shit was absolutely amazing. It was. I don't know why people are trying their best to desensitize the brutality of it. It was a brutal knockout, and Leo Santa Cruz should take some time off. Now, who should be next? Now, we know it's not going to be Teofimo Lopez. It's not. So I'm not even going to talk about that potential matchup because it's not going to be Teofimo. Floyd is not going to put Gervonta in there with Teofimo Lopez right now. It's not happening. Devin Haney. He's not putting Gervonta in there with Devin Haney right now. Real talk, they're waiting for Devin Haney to build up his Wall Street. Seriously. They're waiting for him to build up Because if Devin Haney and Gervonta fight, it's a PPV fight. Period. Rap star in the building. What's good? That's what Floyd Mayweather is building up to have Gervonta step in there with potentially Ryan Garcia. Why? Because they probably look at Ryan Garcia as food. Y'all have to understand one thing. Ryan Garcia stepping in there with Luke Campbell. He's lost against some big names. Who believes that that Luke Campbell is going to go in there and defeat Ryan Garcia? Yeah, it's a percentage. It's a little bit of you have a little bit of optimism in between that people looking at that fight like it can go both ways. They're looking at that. But I'm going to tell you, man, Luke Campbell act like he's, pretty acclimated to losing to big names. I don't know, bro. I ain't saying he'll quit, a quitter or a bum, but he's been in there with some big names. And I'm not sure how, what his position is. Is this going to be the fight that he break out of that funk that he's in with losing to big name fighters? Because going into this fight, people expected him to lose to Ryan Garcia just like everybody else. They expecting him to go ahead and take this L again. Never, what's good? Salute to you. There's no way that I can stream the fight. Once again, on YouTube, you're not allowed to stream the fights, else your video is blocked and taken down automatically. Algorithm, y'all. Algorithm. Just because it's a free fight don't mean you can stream it. Can Tank knock out elite fighters at his own weight? That's the question. Good question, Rapstar. Good question. That's a solid, educated question. Can he? But the one option to that Rapstar is that Tank doesn't have to knock out fighters at his own weight, because right now he has the option to fluctuate in between divisions. Boxing, once you leave a division, you're not banished from that division. You're not restricted. You can always return to that division to compete. It's just all about if you're going up or you're going down. So right now, from what it seems like, they want to play around at the junior lightweight division. They want some solid names at the junior lightweight division. I'm telling you, man, this shit is methodical. This shit is methodical, y'all. Floyd knows what the hell he's doing. Believe me when I tell you, man, that's his cash cow. Y'all know it. That's Floyd's cash cow, Gervonta Davis. He is not going to recklessly put him in there because the fans say so. Floyd is going to take his time. He's in charge of how Tank Davis is moving, and that's how it's going to play out, people. Real life. That's how that shit's going to play out. Tank needs to fight opponents in his own weight. If you're saying, does he? Of course. Of course, if he's want to be considered, a champion or a legitimate contender, he's already considered the top 3 in the lightweight division, even though he fought at the junior lightweight. I'm just telling you, his brand alone carries over from that 130 to 35, period. People, you have to understand that. It's resume orientated. His freaking brand carries over to lightweight. Even though he has only faced Gamboa, that performance that he just executed carries over to the 35 division. So therefore, his stock is still going to rise because of the knockout and the way he was able to go in there and disperse of Leo Santa Cruz. Seriously, that's what it is, people. Tank back in the gym today. So yeah, I saw him. Tank back in the gym today. So for me, I am leaning towards Tank team going for the possible belt that is out there. Man, I don't trust these websites. They ask to log in. Well, The fight is on FS1. It's on FS1. And I'm going to, start to, look at the fight. I put the bout sheet up earlier. If y'all didn't see it, I put the bout sheet up there. Let me post that back up there for those of you that wasn't in the building at the time. The bout sheet is right here. Premier Boxing Champions. There goes your bout sheet right there. There goes your bout sheet. Right there. Take a peek at that. Scrub it from bottom to the top. You don't stop to the bang, bang, boogie the beat. Boom. So, to get back to the comments. Rap star say Tank needs to fight credible opponents in his own weight. Wait, bro. Okay. Who is a credible opponent in his own weight? Who? I already mentioned all the top names in his weight. Teofimo Lopez. We don't know where he's going to fight. It's not going to be just an easy walk up on the doorstep and fight Teofimo Lopez in 2021. It's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. I'm not saying Teo don't want that fight with Gervonta. I'm just saying y'all have to understand who Gervonta is with right now. He's with Mayweather Promotions. It's not going to be as easy for him to walk up or make his own decision and say, Floyd, I want to fight freaking Teofimo Lopez, this, that, and the other. That would be an epic. That would be huge right now with the buzz that's coming off this last fight. Huge. Both fighters. Teo's coming off Lomachenko. Gervonta. Man, this will be absolutely epic. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen just yet. And it's not going to happen just yet with Devin Haney because the common denominator with Floyd Mayweather and Devin Haney, it's not going to happen. So it's going to be some other name that's beneath, outside of them two I just mentioned. How many credible opponents would you say that exist at the 35-pound division right now? Who else? Ryan Garcia, right? Luke Campbell, Javier Fortuna. You still have Richard Comey in there. Vasily Lomachenko is still a 35er, right? But he's out with surgery. So he'll probably come back, potentially go down to 130, frolic around down there and then, pick a fight. But that's what's going to happen when you're talking about top tier credible opponents. If Tank wants to be great, he needs to fight his own weight instead of pulling fighters out from 122 or 126. I'm not sure why y'all on the rafts riding down the white cap waves with this 122, 126. Actually, Leo Santa Cruz fought at 118. Didn't he? Wasn't he a bantamweight before? Or a super bantamweight? But check this out, Rapstar. Why are people saying that Leo Santa Cruz, who's a 4-division champion, and he's defeated people for the belt, how is he pulling? How did Tank Davis pull a champion who was at junior lightweight from 122 or 126? What are y'all talking about? What are people talking about? I don't get how you say Tank is pulling. And Sir Ken made a damn good point. Man, come on. It was on the tip of my tongue. But I'm gonna give Ken the credit for putting in the live chat. He said Leo called Tank out. It's not as easy as just Leo calling Tank out. Anybody can call Tank out, but the fight has to make sense. He's a 4-division champion, man. He had a belt. He had a WBA strap at 130. It don't matter how he got it. He fought for it. Tank went and took it. Are y'all gonna say the same thing about Manny Pacquiao? Then he started light fly. Manny Pacquiao just, suffered a defeat early in his career. Real talk. Are y'all saying that Manny Pacquiao is pulled from that division every time his name pull out, I don't hear y'all talking like that when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. So why are you doing it for Tank Davis? It makes no sense, man. We're looking at, I think, Manny Pacquiao, from my understanding, Manny Pacquiao 12th fight. I think his 12th fight, he was knocked out. In his 12th fight, man, Manny Pacquiao was KO'd. His first loss, Manny Pacquiao was KO'd. He started out at light fly. So if y'all going to talk about Leo Santa Cruz being pulled from 122, well, you're going to say the same thing for Keith Thurman? Why Keith Thurman pulling Manny Pacquiao? Y'all can't say that because Manny Pacquiao has been up there at the 47-pound division. No one's talking about Manny Pacquiao being pulled from nowhere. No one was saying Mikey Garcia is being pulled from 35. No, they was like, oh, man, good. Mikey Garcia is trying to be great. He's stepping up and facing Errol Spence. How y'all using this narrative, man? It's very distorted, man. It's like a low wattage. It's just flickering, man. Like a low wattage bulb, man. Like everybody's grabbing hold to this pulling of 122 or 26. And Leo Santa Cruz was the one who called out Gervonta. IBF or WBC at 130. IBF or WBC at 130. Or fight the highest ranked guy on the one of his belts he has. Salute, chat, keep cooking. It's Floyd fighter, and they keep the business and money in the same pot. So Floyd is running Tank like a business and not chasing greatness. Yeah, they are chasing greatness, bro. Greatness comes along with what your credentials and what your accolades consist of, and also the money aspect of it. That's what type of era we in. Floyd changed that. It has a lot to do with money. So you want these fighters to go out here and contend in fights that don't make money? They always say if it don't make money, it don't make sense, right? So at this point in time, where we truly understand that boxing don't have a retirement plan, and we see fighters returning to the sport over and over again because their bank accounts are freaking empty. They're barely making it. Why shouldn't Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis pick the big fights and try to make as much money and become multimillionaires? Because when Tank gets paid, Floyd Mayweather gets paid. That's his cash cow, man. And he's going to make sure he walk him up that ladder of success the best way he know how. He's not trying to send Tank in there with, Tank is only 25 years old. Do you think he needs to be great right away? That's just like telling Teofimo Lopez he needs to move up to 147 and face Manny Pacquiao. Now, if by chance he's able to execute that, cool. You know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran skipped 140. Adrian Broner even skipped 140. You know what I'm saying? I can't say Mikey Garcia skipped 140 because he fought Sergey Lipinets. And then, he decided to go up to 147 and face Errol Spence. There's plenty of people that have skipped a division. Plenty. There's plenty of people who have skipped a division, y'all. So the weight thing does not matter. Also, Mikey called Errol out, so weight does not matter. I've always said the weight does not matter, Sir Ken, because the way I've seen combat sports in general, I've seen bigger people, like for instance, in BJJ all the time, jiu-jitsu, you have people that's on the mat, grappling, competing against bigger individuals. You have boxing bouts where you have competitors competing against bigger individuals, period. We can start off with the rehydration of fights. All right. And also we can take this to a whole nother level when it comes to the heavyweight division. Because if you're going to say all the way up from the lower weight class up to the heavyweight division, we're not talking humanistically anymore. We're not talking about weight composition. Then something is wrong. Because how can a fighter be 220 and then another fighter be 275, 280, 300? It's still a weight difference. The weight in between classes gets a little fuzzy when you're talking about from junior welterweight to welterweight. It goes from a 5 to a 7. That's significant. You know what I'm saying? That's just significant. Y'all hold on for a second. I'm about to transport so we can start talking about these fights. Just give me a cool minute here. Y'all stay with me. We're about to transport and go look at these, go check these fights out. But that's what we're talking about, man. You know, we're talking about the reality of boxing being a business. That is the reality of it. Boxing is a business. Give me a moment. My boy Cordell Booker looked like he came back from his injury pretty good. Y'all hold on for a second. So we have Booker on deck. So we in the third round of an 8-round fight, super welterweights, 154. I've covered Cordell and did an interview with him when he was fighting on the regional scene. He had an injury. He had to be out the sport for a little bit. Very tough dude, very confident. So I'm curious to see, you know, how he does in his 8-round fight with Stevenson. He's got to move his head a little bit, though. Oh, nice 3-punch combination on the ropes, man. Oh. Stevenson is park benching up against the corner, and that's bad. You know what I'm saying? So one thing you're going to see with Booker, He will give you the tongue action. He will start showboating around. That's what he does. He give you the freaking entertainment value. But hopefully he don't get in trouble with this fighter. But that was a nice, solid combination that he landed on his opponent. He is splitting it right down the middle sometime. Stevenson has that long right hand. He lines it up. See, he just connected on Booker. He need to move his head. Booker so far landed 46 to Stevenson 31. Stevenson has the height advantage and reach advantage. You know what I'm saying? He's using that reach very well right now. Rapstar says other fighters younger than Tank are chasing greatness. Like who? Like who? You talking about Teofimo Lopez? Of course he's chasing greatness. Of course. But Teofimo Lopez is 23, right? What do you consider younger? The mean consider younger is like if you're 25 years old, we're talking about 18 years old. It's plenty of fighters. Like I just interviewed Vito Melnecki, White Magic. He was fighting on the freaking TV when he was still a senior in high school. 1-0. He's 6-0 now. He's graduated and he's out here trying to make it. There's plenty of fighters who are young, chasing greatness. But who are they fighting? What fighters are younger right now? What's the narrative? What fighters? Be specific. What fighters are chasing greatness? Who's the Canelo superstar Al Heyman PBC fighter Tank a man down? Who's the Canelo superstar Al Heyman PBC fighter Tank a man down? That's a good question, man. And I will answer it like this. Both of these fighters have did well on the main stage of headlining. Of course, we got Errol Spence in the biggest fight of his career against Shawn Porter, and he was able to get the victory. It was close, but he was able to get the victory now. Check this out, though. Shawn Porter, how many divisions has Shawn Porter held the championship? Shawn Porter lost his championship to Kell Brook, right? His IBF title. But he fought for the vacant against Danny Garcia. So he went in there with Errol Spence and lost it. All right. I know that Shawn Porter fought as high as what? 168 super middleweight one time. And he worked his way down to welterweight. So therefore, if you take what Shawn Porter was able to do, and being that Errol Spence picked up his second title against Shawn Porter, then you transfer that over to what Tank has been able to accomplish. Tank is a 2-division champion. It doesn't matter if he has a secondary title at lightweight division. He has a secondary title, period. But look at what he's doing. He fought a guy that was a 4-division champion and knocked him out on PPV. And we're still waiting for the final numbers. We're still waiting for the final numbers. Is Tank a superstar right now? No, he's a star, but he's not a superstar. He's not going to be a superstar until he steps in there with another big name in his division that he's currently in and make it happen and get that win. I look at Errol Spence a little different. All right. A lot of people are so quick to say he on the pound for pound, this, that, and the other. You gotta look at Teofimo Lopez too. Well, we're talking about your question, PBC. It's tough between both Errol Spence and Tank Davis, man, because really, we're looking for Errol Spence to step outside of Shawn Porter fight. Shawn Porter wasn't undefeated. Shawn Porter wasn't undefeated. I know Leo Santa Cruz wasn't undefeated, but 4-division champion versus a 2-time champion. I'm just saying, man, like Gervonta is on his heels. And Errol Spence is not that young anymore. So how is he going to be able to reach the status of Canelo Alvarez? unless he move up to 154, unless he takes a fight at 160, like they was kind of bantering out here that, Errol Spence wanted to move up to 160 and face Canelo. Then that's when you talking about greatness. Errol Spence stepping up and fighting Canelo Alvarez. That's when you talking about freaking greatness. Real talk. Because right now, Errol Spence only has 2 titles in a single division of welterweight. Even though he started off at super welterweight, he didn't get a title at super welterweight, but he's picked up his championship straps at welterweight. In order for him to be considered a great fighter, because he is not right now, he needs to take a risk and move up and face somebody like the name of Canelo Alvarez. That's just the way it is, y'all. Hey, appreciate you stopping through that, Rap Star. Salute to you, man. Yeah. No. Okay, the fight card has started, but the 4th round, I believe, it just ended, and you have Booker and Stevenson in a nice one right now in an 8-round fight. They're in a nice one, and like I said before, I put the bout sheet up for those of you that wasn't here earlier. Here goes the bout sheet, but you can take a gander. Look at it from top to bottom. Booker is the second fight. So up next after this is, of course, Kent Cruz, which a lot of people are looking forward to. I know Kind of Local Sports is. He just had him on his channel the other day. He showed the weigh-in. They're showing Justin DeLoach right now. 19-4, 10 knockouts. So it's going to be a pretty good co-main and main event, man. For real. TJ back in the building. What's good? Big bro WCS, man. Salute to you too, man. I started MMA training tomorrow. Pray for me. Hey, man, you just have to dig deep, man, because MMA is multiple levels, and you just have to stay consistent, keep your body healthy, and learn. That's all. Just learn. Just learn. We're in the 5th round. Booker, he's outlanding Stevenson a bit, 72 so far. The Stevenson's 50. But Stevenson is pressing Booker right now with the jab. Oh, nice return. Nice counter left hand by Booker. Oh, nice inside look. Uppercut by Stevenson. I like that. Sneaky. Man, boxing on the inside, man. People need to take that in consideration. It's not a lost art. It's just fighters don't do it enough. Solid straight left hand bounces off the head of Stevenson, man. This is a good fight. These guys are throwing 1-2s, and they're landing. They're lining each other up real nice. Booker steps in with a hard left hand. Not too much body work going on with these two individuals. You know what I'm saying? They're mostly, targeting the head area. Back and forth exchange between the two. Stevenson back in the corner. Booker wasn't able to take advantage, but Booker is bleeding out the nose, though. That's because he's not moving his head. He's just staying right on line with Stevenson, who is a long, rangy striker. I like Stevenson's jab, though. There I go again. So he pops Booker with the jab. Booker returns with a 2-punch combo. Very solid. Oh, nice body work by Booker. A left and a right hook to the body. These guys are just making it a very contact-oriented sport. Like, they're not using any head movement. It's just back. Booker is showing a little bit of signs of wearing the fight, man. His eyes will look a little puffy, but Stevenson continues with the jab. He's pressuring, and he's giving Booker good pressure. Booker with the uppercut left hand. Oh, he caught Stevenson coming in. Nice right hook. Sneaky. He fought him. He caught him on the half step in, man. He started to walk in there and think he was going to land that jab, and Booker landed that right hook. Very solid. Okay, D-Hardy salute. I flipped over the Black Star for a second. Who's fighting right now? What's good? Oh, Lawrence Williams, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. 11 p.m. Salute, my man. WCS. Booker fighting first. Booker's already on. Yeah. Booker's fighting in the 5th round already. Cordell Booker. He's not lost for freaking confidence. I can tell you that. When I talked to him a couple of times when he was on the regional level, he's not absent of confidence. He's not depleted in confidence. The man was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. And you know, the way he's fighting now is the same entertainment he gave when he was fighting on the regional level, man. Yep. Stevenson, man, he's a very solid fighter. I like how he fights on the move, like he punches on the move, man. He doesn't have to be stationary if he want to get off on his punches. I like it. Very solid. Booker, I would want him to move his head a little bit more, man, because you know he landing the correct shots, like he's making contact. But damn, he's taking some punishment, unnecessary punishment. He looks okay. Stevenson comes back out, pops his jab out. And, you know, once again, he's putting that pressure on Booker. He doubled up on the jab just then. He was able to touch him on the second one. Look at that slingshot like jab, man. He's staying active on the jab. Stevenson is going to close out this fight very strong, but he needs to do more. Stevenson needs to do more. He needs a moment right now. You know what I'm saying? He needs to let his hands go just a little bit more if he's going to have an effect on the scorecards, because there's only 2 rounds left. Nice jab by Booker. Look at that. Look how easy the jab lands for Stevenson. Easy. He uses his range very, very well. I like how Booker is circling out to his right. Instead of staying in close, you know, where he is reachable by the Ranger fighter, he's taking this round and keeping right outside distance, man. And so it won't be so easy for Stevenson to land that jab. Look at that right hand. I'm telling you, Stevenson is a problem, man. Oh, nice slip. Nice defense. That's what I'm talking about, Booker. Show him you got that defense, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Defense, man. Very nice. And that was some nice, solid punches that Stevenson sat down on. He missed them. Two shots to the body. They digging now. Oh, he landed a hard right hand on Booker. Stevenson is letting off on Booker. Booker might be in trouble. He might be in trouble. Stevenson is lighting up. Just like I said, he need a moment. He just had the moment. That was Stevenson's moment right there. That you see the multiple shots he just let go. That was his moment. Booker is gonna have to answer. There you go. Booker is gonna have to answer Stevenson, because Stevenson is no punk. Now he pushes him back in the corner. Now on the get back. I'm gonna see how long what he's gonna be able to do. Stevenson's, you know, taking a breath right now. He tried, missed with the right uppercut. That was Stevenson's moment in the 6th. Like I said, he need a moment. So it might have been enough to earn him this round, but we don't know what's on the scorecards. This is a good fight. This is a really good fight, man. Really good fight. The 7th and 8th round is going to be very interesting. Real talk. Let me take this bout sheet down. So what y'all think of the fight so far, man? FS1 PBC in the building. So, to the person who was talking about as far as Errol Spence and Gervonta Davis, man, they like, basically abreast. They still got work to do to be considered great. I know pound for pound, Errol Spence is on the pound for pound list because he had that division that, you have two individuals, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence on the pound for pound. But Terrence Crawford is a 3-division champion. That's what puts him ahead of Errol Spence. And he's been undisputed. In order for Gervonta Davis to break into the pound for pound list at 35, he's going to have to fight somebody for the belts, just like Teofimo Lopez did. He's going to have to fight Teofimo or go down to 130 and collect a couple of belts down there where he was before. That's the only way he can break in the pound for pound list. It's going to be difficult. There's not too many cats, in pairs that's on the pound for pound list like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, who's at 147. You got Gennady Golovkin, 160, whatever. You got Canelo, whatever division he chooses to frequent. Then you have Inoue. He's at 118. Alexander Usyk, heavyweight. Why is Usyk, of all people, why is he still up there from his cruiserweight? He is the only heavyweight fighter that's on the freaking roster, pound for pound, and he's not even unified cruiserweight champion anymore. And he looked like crap against freaking Derek Chisora. So why is he still on the pound for pound list? Vasily Lomachenko, second loss, no titles. Why is he on there? Because it's kind of splitting up the criteria, but no, two people who are friends with one another and in the favor of the fans that are on the pound for pound list. That Alexander Usyk and Vasily Lomachenko. They shouldn't be on there no more. What in the hell is going on? They must have ended that game on the other. What is FS1 doing? Okay. Man, Stevenson is really getting it in with Booker. Man, he is dropping bombs on Booker. He ain't playing around. This is his moment. He might stop Booker. Booker looks like he's a little fatigued. He hurt. Booker is trying his best. You need to keep distance, Booker. Stevenson ain't no joke, man. He might stop Booker in the 8th round. He might. Booker's in trouble. Booker's in trouble, man. Mouth open. He look a little exhausted. Come on, Booker. Man, he look exhausted, man. I'm not used to seeing Booker look like that, but Stevenson, he's coming with that fire right now. Stevenson coming with that fire. Fights very, very well for his height and reach. Very well, man. Okay, nice combination to end the round. We head into the 8th and final round. 154 division. I think Stevenson can possibly stop Booker in this last round if he puts enough effort into it. I think he can really stop Stevenson, to be honest. Yeah, I agree, Lawrence. It is a good fight. Like I said, for those of you in the building, I put the bout sheet up there, and that's it. I'm not sure why the question is being presented to me when a certain fight is started. I put the bout sheet up there. We're on Booker Stevenson right now. Why ask me when another fight is starting? It depends on people get knocked out or not. So that's all I'm gonna say on that, man. They go the distance, then the next fight come on deck. Let's see what happens in this 8th and final round, man. FS1 PBC. Let's see. Davison steps out with the jab. Booker is keeping close right now. Okay. He might be trying to stay close. Let me see how long it worked for him before Davison start to open up again. I like the work that I'm seeing from Booker. Going to the body, pushing Davison's back. Of course, Booker understands that Davison's going to have his moment too. Davison creates space. Booker comes forward, opens up. High guard by Davison. Really, really hardly any punches. Nice counter right uppercut lands for Davison though. 2:13 remaining. Booker is really digging deep this fight, but it's only a matter of time. Davison is trying to change the tide. He's looking for it. A lot of clinching going on, which really works out for Booker, who looks like the more fatigued fighter right now. Man, sneaky on the inside. I like this dirty boxing on the inside by Davison, for real. $140 remaining. I'm pretty sure Davison's corner is telling him, you got to get it. Booker is pushing him back in the corner again, doing some decent body work. Uppercut separates the fighter. Booker come back with his own right uppercut. Both of them delivering uppercuts. Very nice. 1-2 by Booker. Another uppercut by Davison. Hook to the body by Booker. Davison is not as busy as I thought he was this round. Oh, he misses wildly with that right. Minute remaining. It's time. Both fighters are going to have to dig deep in this last minute. Long jab by Davison. He pushes Booker against the ropes. Now he goes to work, trying to land some solid shots. $35 seconds remaining. Davison might be a little bit fatigued himself. He really didn't press the gas like I thought he would this round. Oh, nice 3-punch combination, Booker. Way to stay in there, man. Way to stay in there and dig deep. That step in uppercut by Davison again lands. He's pressing it. We're approaching 15 seconds remaining in the fight. Man, this is a close fight. Final seconds. Good fight. Solid fight. Solid fight. Who you think won that fight? Y'all? Next is a co-main. FS1 PBC. Next is the co-main. If y'all didn't see earlier, I put it back up here, but I put up the undercard of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. for those who want to see it. I know it's not it's off topic but it's still boxing though. Those legends. I put the card up there. There you have it. There's the undercard of Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson. PPV Saturday, November 28th, 9 p.m. Be sure to tune in. And if you are the ones who purchased this fight, enjoy it. Make sure you DVR it, because it might be some funny stuff that's going on in this freaking card right here. That's all I'm saying, man. I mean, look at the lineup, man. There might be some funny stuff going on here, dog. Jake Paul fighting Nate Robinson. I still think Nate Robinson, being that neither of those guys were professional boxers, Nate Robinson is a gifted athlete. So I think he should be able to go in there and, if he's smart, go to the body of Jake Paul, who's known to gas out. And that's that. Badu Jack, he's been in there and he's basically calling his opponent a club fighter. You know? So, Badu Jack is the biggest name on here outside of Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, to be honest. He's the bigger name. How they selected Badu Jack of all people, that must have been a Floyd Mayweather type thing. I have no idea. Why would Badu Jack wants to be on an exhibition bout? Unless they say, you know what, you're a nice guy. Let us give you this paycheck. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting on this decision. So next on the docket, of course, is Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. A real boxing match is coming up. That's going to be contended at the welterweight division. Errol Spence, of course, coming off an electric performance against Sean Porter. And, you know, Sean Porter being who he is, put in a very valiant effort. The fight was close, but he was dropped in the 11th from a left hook, man. That kind of sealed the deal for him on the cards. But the big question is, of course, Errol Spence. How's he going to look in there once he take a shot? Is there going to be some type of change in his speed or his whole entire skill set as a fighter? How he moves around in there? Basically, people are going to be looking to see what effect did the accident have on him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look to see, is there any type of structure that may be debilitated, you know, any type of area of his boxing skill set that's degraded from that freaking accident. And I hope not. You know, he got some teeth knocked out. So, of course, that's going to be a situation that people are going to be paying attention to. I know it was a trainer that put out there that if they was given a little bit of guidance to Danny Garcia, they would say, go out there and jump on Errol Spence early. They was basically saying, go out there and jump on Errol Spence early. Don't give him no room. Now the decision is being rendered for Booker and Stevenson. Let me see what we talking about. Who is that photographer over the top rope like that? I haven't seen that dude before. Oh, they gave it to Cordell, man. Dang. Congrats, Cordell. Good fight, man. Man, y'all need to keep your eye out for Stevenson, man. He's a good, entertaining fighter. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good fight right there. Booker's gonna have to work on his cardio, man, before he returns. I'm not sure if his injury bothered him. I'm not up here trying to freaking, give him a list of excuses to use, but they really need to work on his freaking cardio. He can box. We know that. He can box. But he need to work on his cardio and his defense. Real talk. Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree. What's good, D Hodges? How you feel, bro? I'm gonna definitely do a live this week on one of the most epic bouts that you may potentially see in combat sports, if indeed it pulls itself together in 2021, and that's going to be Israel Adesanya and John Bones Jones. But keeping it boxing, I look forward to seeing Errol Spence step back in there with Danny Garcia. I really think the fight is going to do solid numbers. Seriously, I think it's going to do solid numbers. And I don't think it's going to be easy as what people giving it. I think Danny Garcia is going to come in there and make the fight tougher than what it is, and have one of the better performances which we've seen Danny Garcia. I think Danny is going to come in there with a better mindset than he faced Shawn Porter. Because the smarter fighter that was in the ring that night between him and Shawn Porter was Shawn Porter. He mixed it up. He didn't basically cater to Danny Garcia to stay right there in the pocket and trade. He came in, got close, got out when he needed to, used the jab periodically. We seen Shawn Porter actually try to box, but we didn't see him box against them Errol Spence. But that's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be for the unified WBC and IBF welterweight world titles. Now, of course, I have to, move it on and talk about Terrence Crawford and Kell Brook. Now, I believe Kell Brook is a decent opponent for his namesake, for Terrence Crawford. He is. He's a decent opponent for his namesake. Now, what I truly don't understand is that how long is fight fans going to keep on talking about Gennady Golovkin and Errol Spence damaging Kell Brook's eyes? How long? Because listen, the reason why I ask you all that is that they're cleared. He's cleared by medical. He has to do a visual optic test. He has to have an eye examination before he step in the ring. Why are people still talking about Gennady's punishment of Gennady's punishment of Kell Brook? And then Errol Spence punishment. He was cleared for both of those fights, one at a heavier weight class and the other at 47. He's stepping in here with Terrence Crawford, long removed after losing his title to Errol Spence. So now he steps in there with Terrence Crawford, and Kell Brook can box. We just saw Terrence Crawford in there with Mean Machine. So you're trying to say Kell Brook is less of a fighter than Mean Machine? I look for Kell Brook to make this fight pretty damn interesting. Kell Brook can box. Did you see what he was doing to Errol Spence? Come on, man. Everybody up there talking about, Errol Spence was behind on the card until he stopped the fight. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be up to Terrence Crawford to earn that respect early. It's going to be up to Terrence Crawford to earn that respect early from Kell Brook. People just thinking Kell Brook going up here getting knocked out. Where? Kell Brook was tough, man. And, man, I think it's going to be, one of those interesting matchups with Terrence Crawford. I look forward to watching it. I don't know why people's trying to act like Kell Brook is a Walmart worker, that they sit up here and say, hey, we got a slot open for Terrence Crawford. You want to come and fight? When the last time you worked out? Never? Okay. What's your name? Kell Brook? Okay. We got a fight for you. All we need for you to do is pass medicals and eye exam, and you're good. I mean, that's not the case, people. Kell Brook is legit. He's legit. But the one point I'm trying to make, man, have you seen any promo on that fight? I have not seen hardly any promo on freaking Terrence Crawford and Kell Brook, people. I haven't seen it. Oh my God, man. What's next at 54? 50. What's next at 54? What's next is 68, 60. What are we talking about? When are some of these fights going to be popping off? We can say, okay, man, we're looking forward to that one. When? I know we have a big fight that I'll probably be covering in Bellator. Corey Anderson, who's a previous UFC fighter. Man, he's stepping in there with my man Melvin Manoff from Amsterdam. Dude is a freaking beast. Dude is an absolute terror. They will be the main event over there at Bellator. If you don't know Melvin Manoff, you better look him up tonight and tune in to Bellator because he has some incredible highlight reel knockouts. Dude is absolutely a gorilla when it comes to them putting that heat on his opponent. And Corey Anderson, of course, he had his ups and downs in the UFC. He had some losses. I'm not sure why he was let go, and out so quick because there's plenty of people that had some losses and knockouts. But he's over at Bellator right now fighting on the main event. So I guess the move was good for him and his family. And we'll see. But let's go for this main event, y'all. Put the bout sheet back up there for the people who's tuned in. Put that bout sheet back up there for you. Put that bout sheet, shawty. There goes the bout sheet. Hope y'all checking out that bout sheet. We have 2 more fights remaining on this fight card before we get to the main event. That's going to be a good fight. Main event is going to be a good fight. And if you didn't know, there was another fight that was going on tonight. It's called the presidential election. And like I said before, I really don't get into politics and all that. So whenever they come and total the numbers up at the end of the day, early into the morning or whatever the case may be, we'll find out who won what. So they're doing a breakdown on Errol Spence. Man, they're showing Errol Spence's car. It's just amazing he made it up out of there. It's just amazing. He's not paralyzed, God gave him a second blessing in life after that accident, man. Shout out to Man Down. I'm glad you made it back to life, man. Be able to do what you do. Danny Garcia, they showing his knockouts. Man, they showed him knock out Brandon Rios, man. And that was tailor-made opponent for him. I knew he was knocking out Brandon Rios. That wasn't no joke. I knew he was going to stop Adrian Granados. It was there. Danny Garcia, I know there's been a couple of times before where you said you just didn't step up and at your best. You didn't do it took outside the gym to go in there and win. I want you to be your best in here against Errol Spence. This is one of the times where you can just take your career to a whole nother level if you are able to go in here and defeat Errol Spence. But for Errol Spence, he put you on his mantle. That's all that is. He put you on his mantle. He would have Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and everybody else that floats beneath that, like the Mikey Garcias, the Kell Brooks. Lamont Peterson. Kent Cruz, 27 years old. Castillo, 21. High 5'10 for Cruz. 5'9 for Castillo. And the reach is 71.5 for Kent Cruz to 69. So this is a big deal right now, man. Shout out to Connor Local Sports, man. This is his boy right here. And this is at the super lightweight division. Super lightweight division, y'all. That is 140. Super lightweight, junior welterweight. There go Ronnie Shields. It's a great story behind Kent Cruz, man. Fighting out at Tijuana, Mexico. Eric Castillo.
Can't Cruz look ready? Can't Cruz look ready, shawty? He said, let's get it. 15-0 and won 9 knockouts fighting out of Houston, Texas. Let's get this work, Kent. You know, it's a lot of hype behind this cat named Kent Cruz. To be a threat. You know, one of the heavy hitters moving up the chain. And also we have Gary Antoine is over there in the 140-pound division that people don't talk about. That's a beast. No one's talking about him yet, man. Let's go, Kent Cruz. Be smart, baby. Be smart and go get this W. You know what it is. We're about to start the first round. Kent Cruz, Castillo, junior welterweight, super lightweight, whatever one you want to use. Kent Cruz comes. Oh, Kent Cruz caught him with a left hand. He ain't playing. He steps in with a 1-2 combination. He's trying to end this fight early. The dude already patting his head like, you hit me on the top of my head. You duck down into it. You can tell Kent Cruz is fundamentally sound, man. Let's see how he looks when he starts to open up. Nice solid jab. Kent Cruz is just taking his time in the opening round, just taking his time. The fighters clinch briefly. Cruz misses with the right hand down the pipe, lines him up again. Oh, man, left hook to the body up top. This fighter is complaining too damn much, man. You ain't in the fucking daycare. Fight the fight that's in, man, this ain't, let's see, a minute 50. This might not go outside the first round. This dude's complaining too much. He probably didn't even cut off his PS5 in the damn hotel room. He said, I'll be back. Let's go, Cruz. Get this cat up out of here. Man, sloppy overhand right by Castillo. Let's go. Let them combinations fly there. Send them. Jab to the body by Cruz. Let's go. Dance with him, Cruz. There you go. Right hand. Left hand lands. Castillo took it fairly decent. Still on his feet. I would say this round, Cruz is definitely taking his time, man, with 1:05 remaining in the first. It just seems like Cruz is not, he's not really in a rush to open up just yet. It seems like he's trying to put in some rounds. 1-2 combination lands. Castillo's up against the ropes. Bad move. This ain't the park. So don't sit there. Act like you looking at the damn scenery. You about to get your ass knocked out. I think Castillo's parking up against the ropes for a reason. That is the ticket out for a knockout. 18 seconds remaining. So far, so good. Both fighters still standing. Cruz has the better punching, of course. The better connect percentage in this fight. He's really taking his time with Castillo in this first round. I want to go up there and slap Castillo across his belly and say, damn, did you eat some Twinkies or something? Why are you acting so goddamn gooey? He hit me on my head. He hit me on my head. Can I have a ho-ho, please? Man, come on, fight, bro. Fight or just park in the corner so you can get this uppercut. So we can replay this tank. How y'all like the fight so far, man? You know how y'all like these fights is popping, man. Drop some comments, in the section. There's a lot going on. We got Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson's popping off at the end of the month. I might be in the building. I'm not sure. I'm definitely not going up there unless I'm able to get freaking some good solid media with Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, period. So I'm just waiting to hear back from a certain individual about that particular fight, because I'm surely trying to be at that one, you know. But really, it's not a priority. Okay, second round on deck. Kent Cruz come out. Very light pressure. Kent Cruz is popping a jab out there, but he's not fully extending it. Right hand misses by Kent Cruz. Okay, right to the body over the top, misses with the right hook. I believe from what I'm seeing enough with boxing, Cruz know this guy is not on his level, but he's carrying him through the fight. He's not really trying to destroy him. Seriously, I don't think this guy is on Kent Cruz level. He's just basically carrying him along until he tells him this is where you get off the bus at. Pop, pop. Nice right hook. Now he picks it up. Nice. Both of the fighters exchange, pick up the volume a little bit. That was the most Kent Cruz has been able to exchange this time. 3-punch combination. Right, touching him up with the right. There you go. Taking his time. Good movement by Castillo. I like it. Good movement. He just didn't park in the corner and set himself up to get hit. Good movement. Solid. Jab by Cruz. Step in with that body hook, man. Go to the body. There you go. Jab to the body. This dude don't want to be in there with you, Cruz. He don't want to be in there. But you're not giving him the punch he's looking for to punch the ticket out. He's trying to pop the hatch. There you go. Right uppercut by Cruz lands. Go ahead. He giving you the corner, Cruz. Go ahead. Send him. Send him. Send him. He don't want to be in there. Go ahead. He always worried about you hitting him on the top of the head like it's not a part of your body. Nice overhand right. They actually warned Cruz for hitting on top of the head. Cruz said, God damn it, I'm trying to damn box this cat. Cruz need to get a little bit more, step in just a little bit more with that jab. Five seconds remaining. We headed into the third round. I'm waiting for Cruz to pick it up in the third round. So far, it just seems like, he's chaperoning this guy, and putting in some rounds himself. So I respect that. It's not an absolute over-the-top entertaining fight, but it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Man, I want everybody that's in here, to be sure to stop through this weekend, man. I'll be covering that Devin Haney fight, of course. I give some critique on Devin Haney facing Gamboa and also those who on the undercard. So, man, y'all got to come show some love, man. It's going to be a party this weekend, We're going to do live commentary over here at World Combat Sports, man. Drop through. Pull up. Reach from that dirty. Let's get it. This guy's still worrying about the back of his head. What is going on with this dude? Something isn't right with this fighter. So the fight is over. I told you this dude didn't want to be in here. The fight is off because he's up here worrying about his head or something, man. The fight is off, man. It doesn't make any sense, man. This guy didn't want to be in here. This happens a lot in boxing, y'all. Like, that's why I'm saying why people say bums and ragu cans and Uber freaking drivers, car mechanics. Because boxing has fighters that
are able to obtain professional license every day. And some of these fighters have absolutely no amateur experience, but you can indeed apply for your professional license, have a couple of fights against nobodies, be 3-0, and be on BoxRec as a professional fighter. So this guy right here, I told y'all, it seemed like he didn't want to be in there. He kept on wanting to talk about his head all the time, and the fight is over. I know Ken Cruz didn't want that type of stoppage, but he'll take it. What y'all think about potentially Shakur Stevenson stepping in there with Miguel Berchelt? I mean, Oscar Valdez, because Miguel Berchelt came down with COVID. That would be a good fight. Valdez Stevenson. Junior lightweight. Valdez versus Stevenson. Junior lightweight. Who's the bigger fight? Since we had the lightweight fights coming up, Gamboa and Devin Haney. I want to hear your I want to hear your input there, people. Who's the bigger fight at lightweight? Let's say for 2021, who would you like to see fight? That's reasonable, of course. That's reasonable. Who would you like to see fight? And if you want to see him fight, do you think it'll happen? It's 9 in the building, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button for me. It's easy work. But the main event of this fight card is absolutely next. This is what we've been waiting on. So y'all be patient. And in the process of being patient, I had to let me show you the thumbnail, my thumbnail from early today. I just thought I need to give the Bomb Squad, a little bit of shine, just briefly, boom, show it to you, then take it down, since they're trying to avoid and go fight other people and do all this other stuff. I just had to put that out there just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's an intermission right now, people. Just bear with me. It's an intermission. Just bear with me. It is an intermission to the main event. I like that. I like Shakur Stevenson and Haney. Well, will they actually step in there with Shakur Stevenson, being that Teofimo Lopez has all the belts? It's just something about that fight. Teofimo Lopez, I don't think he's going to actually sign up. I think he's going for the money. He's going for bigger fights, and then he's gonna run it back. He's gonna double back and then come back down. Like boxing gives you that option to fight at different divisions. So I really think they want to collect these freaking big money fights while they can, but they're gonna be selective on who they match up. And it's all about who you sign to. It's all about who you sign to. Teofimo Lopez with Top Rank, Gervonta with PBC, and then you got Devin Haney with the Zone. So Matchroom. So therefore, it's going to be a very difficult relationship for them to get together and try to make that fight happen. I would like to see a full-blown unification bout at lightweight division. But also, it'll be great if Floyd Mayweather would think in 2021, Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Davis. That would be absolute fire. It'll be absolute fire coming off that devastating knockout. Both of these guys got pretty good knockout power.
Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez. So one can only imagine what the fight is going to look like. One can only imagine somebody's getting knocked out. Or somebody's going to walk up out of there looking very, very different. Seriously, someone's going to walk up out of there looking different. What I mean by different, I'm talking about your eye going to be talking like, oh, wait, take me to the ER. I need some ice. I can't see. All I saw was glove, and more glove. I'm going to be out of commission for 2 weeks. I'm just going to stay in the bed, feed me Campbell's soup, and give me an ice pack. That's it. Somebody's getting knocked out. They both are dedicated body attackers. They have punching power. So it's gonna definitely involve cardio. It's gonna involve them implementing a solid ring IQ. I can see these two fighting inside just to prove a point. And when you fight on the inside, you really have to have the gas tank to do that. And also they get to feel one another's power, throwing them hooks to the body, because Gervonta is definitely going to throw the hooks to the body. I know Teofimo Lopez was hooking to the body against Vasily Lomachenko, so he's going to dedicate some body work too. And Teofimo has power, people, at 35. See, it's questionable how much power Tank has at 35, but Teofimo Lopez has power at 35. So I think it's going to equal up. Gervonta has really solid, respectful power at 130. But at 135, he's going to land some hard punches, but it's going to be a test for real. It's going to be a test. And that fight will absolutely make sense all across the freaking board. PPV, that fight right there will absolutely make sense across the board. Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Davis with Mayweather Promotions. I'm telling you, they'll work. But outside of that, what do y'all think about Ryan Garcia saying he will beat that boy? What do y'all think about that? Lopez versus Tank will be the biggest fight of the year. I agree, man. But they're not fighting this year, of course. They'll fight 2021. There's some big fights that's going to be going on 2021 now. There's going to be some big fights going on. As far as popularity is, it's not going to be Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. I'm just going to be honest. Like, it's not going to be Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. But for this year, the FOTY may be Spence and Danny Garcia. We have to see. It may be. I know a fight that is not going to be Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. I guarantee you that. But it might be man down versus DSG. Swift. I'm going to see if Danny Garcia is going to be Swift. I'm really looking forward to that fight, man. I really, really am, man. I really, really am. I like the environment with the partial live gate this past weekend with Tank. Watching the arena, it's good to hear the natural reaction and response from the crowd when a punch is landed. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. And then, Gervonta fed off of it too. Because, listen, we was going crazy down there on the floor. When he knocked him out, Gervonta always jumps up on the damn corner of the ring and shout out to his fans, those in attendance. Yeah, man. Errol Spence. They showing Errol Spence highlights of him and Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia. You better not show Carlos Ocampo. You better not show Carlos Ocampo because he gets no love getting knocked out in the first round. Man, they even showing the Brook fight. Lands 48% of his power punches, 70 punches thrown per round, second most. Errol Spence is a workhorse, man. That's one thing you cannot take away from Errol Spence. He is absolutely a workhorse. And you definitely have to respect him for having that type of mentality as a fighter and make it interesting for his opponent to come up with a plan to go in there and beat him. See, with Danny Garcia, you know he's gonna give you the power you're looking for. You stay in the same area with Danny Garcia. He's gonna land that right hand. His left, Danny got power in both hands, but that left hook is a beast. (21 of 36 career wins via TKO. Via KO. We'll see what's popping, man. They're talking about December 5th, PPV. I don't know how many of y'all going, but it's going to be solid. Kano Local in the building. Hey Kano, I'm gonna send you the link right quick. Let me give you so I can get your assessment of Ken Cruz, and then you can bounce, bro. There you go, big dog. You know what it is. You got time, cool. I sent you the link. I sent it on your phone. What's going on with the Kano Local Sports in the building? Salute, my brother.
Hey, what's going on, man? No, man, he fought a great fight, man. He told me he was gonna, he told me about what he was gonna do on this fight, man.
Take it easy a little bit.
20-month layoff, that's a long time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to fight on that Tank undercard, and then that fell through. So, he got pushed back another week and had to take this fight.
Who he was gonna fight on the Tank undercard?
Say again?
Who he was fighting on the Tank undercard, if he would have?
It was a better competition. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the dude didn't take his COVID test, so they wouldn't let that dude fight.
Okay, I got you.
Man, I can't remember his name. Shoot, it was some African dude though. It was an African name.
Okay, I think he took his time, man. He boxed. You know what I'm saying? Nothing reckless to put him in trouble. Just worked on what they want him and Running Shears wanted to work on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he overdid it or let his hands go to get the dude was complaining a lot about getting hit on the top of the head.
But he's the one who kept dipping his head down.
Correct. So I was like, damn, dude, did you want to come here to fight or you ready to go back and play PS5?
And see, I was doing commentating on that fight, man. I was saying that this dude is trying to survive. And man, it's hard to fight somebody and they're trying to survive. And that's all he did from round one, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy came in here to try to survive. What the hell? I said, oh, Lord, we're going to have a... I said, man, this not going to allow, Kent to really showcase his stuff. You know, when this dude is
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
keep moving back and kept moving back and kept moving away. I'm like, golly, here we go.
Yeah, he was playing around a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
He,
he acted like he wasn't trying to really get down with it.
yeah, well, you know, Ken Cruz did hit him with a good right, man, in the first round. After that, that's when that bicycle started.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, he felt the power, man. He is not trying to bang with this dude right now. And I'm glad that Ken Cruz didn't try to rush it either. See, when you got a long layoff like that, that's the only thing I was saying. I said, don't rush, just take your time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My live was a bad one, man, because you know I was you know commentating. I wasn't really commentating. I was really talking to Ken. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I told everybody, man, before the fight started, I said maybe I shouldn't go live with Kent, man, because that's my brother, man. I'm not gonna be like, you know, really commentating more than I am gonna be trying to like coach. You know what I'm saying? Even though he
Yeah.
can't hear me.
Do you see, you know, while we're waiting for this main event, do you think Mario Barrios, it'll be a good fight for him to step in with Regis Prograis now?
Mario Barrios against Regis Prograis?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I think Regis wins though.
I mean, who else is he gonna fight? He gonna wait for Josh Taylor? I mean, who else is he gonna fight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Shoot. But you already know what I'm gonna say. I think Kent beats them all.
Yeah.
That's just me, man. I mean, I know that this was the wrong really fight for him to really showcase, you know, his tools, but I'm telling you, I know the dude. That's my man. He got all the tools, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I
got
mean,
the
you can
tools.
tell he fundamentally sound like he was cool. He was cool hand Luke in there, man. Like, man, you know, he was boxing. And he was
Yeah.
boxing to the point where, okay, I know I've been out, but yet, you know, I'm just gonna take my time and start working my magic, you know, working on my combinations, being poised, patient, you know, and just landing on this guy. You know, I think the mid rounds he would have probably turned up the gas a little bit, but the guy kept complaining. I said he didn't want to be in there, and yeah, he went back to the corner. Fight stopped.
Yeah. Yep. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, somebody that I know, you know, came to my life and said, "Oh, horrible opponent for Kent." You know, I respect the guy, you know, because he's like, you know, one of the big dogs over there in Puerto Rican boxing, man. But I was like, bro, man, you do understand that he had a better fight lined up right on the Tonka undercard. What the hell do
What
you
did the
want
guy
this man to
say?
do?
What did the guy say?
That's a horrible opponent they got for him. I'm like, bro, what did you want him to do? What
Hey, he
did
ain't
you want him
lying.
to
He
do?
ain't lying there, Cano. That was a horrible opponent.
But he was saying in a sense like, well, why they couldn't get him somebody better? Like, bro, you know how many fights fell off within this 20 months?
Yeah, ain't
You know
nobody
what I'm
trying to
saying?
fight Kent like that. Kent is not you just get any opponent. You know, you can tell, man, the way he boxed. You know, man, old boy was being very polite.
The thing about it is, man, Ken Cruz is a high risk, low reward, and he is hard to match up. That's the problem he's having right now.
Yeah.
The bigger names do not want to step in the ring with him. Scotty, these are facts. This ain't me talking garbage because that's my brother. These are just facts, bro. He even said it on that live with me, man. He was telling me, hey, man, the matchmakers, man, they said it's hard to match you, bro.
It's good he was able to get in here and get a fight though. You know what I'm saying? He was able to feed his family. He was able to get in here and get some rounds in, even though it's a little bit. And then he just worked forward to the next one, man. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, you could tell that Roddy Shields had a good impact on him, though, man. I saw a
Yeah.
lot of, well, I saw a lot of improvements, but I know the guy, so I saw a lot of improvements, man. I was really happy. I was smiling from ear to ear, man, because I know Ronnie is getting through to him. You know what I mean?
How you
So
looking at this main event?
I'm not, man. I'm about to go take me a shower and get in bed. Real rap, bro. I came on to watch,
Stanionis.
huh?
No, I wasn't saying looking at it visually. I was just talking like in a sense like How do
I
you
have
see it
no
playing
idea who was fighting the main event, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, dog. All right, we got it.
Bruh, when I came on tonight, I came on for Kenny. That's it.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, when my family is fighting, that's all I care about that night.
I feel you, man.
You know, I hate to sound like that, but man, that's I gotta keep it 100 with you.
Well, cool. I'll let you go, man. The first round's about to take off, bro. We will
All
link
right,
up.
man. Take care.
Take it easy, man. Salute to you.
Salute.
So we're in the first round. Stanionis, and DeLoach. So DeLoach, both fighters come out faint early. DeLoach is posturing the jab. You know, he's active with the slingshot already. You know, putting it out there, doubling up when he have to. Stanionis. DeLoach is active, boy, with that jab. The stick is hot. The stick is hot. Both fighters are orthodox. This is a 10-round fight at welterweight, 147 limit. Stanionis, he is a pressuring fighter right now. DeLoach is boxing off the back foot. Oh, nice left hand counter by Stanionis. Stanionis is catching the jab by DeLoach. It is the first round, so they're doing fairly well. These fighters are at a nice pace right now for the main event. I like the pace. Stanionis, you can tell that he's waiting to release his combination. He's just freaking collecting right now. He's filling it out. He's letting DeLoach get his punches out. And he's going to try to get in close to start touching him up to the body. He's not even really jabbing to get in close. He's just walking them down with earmuffs on. He probably think he has the power to do something. We'll see. Oh, nice exchange by these two. Nice exchange. Stanionis, he did a lot of posing in this round, which is the first round, so I don't put too much damn emphasis into it. But he was doing a lot of posing. But I would assume he's going to start picking it up. He caught him with that counter left hook and popped DeLoach's head back. Good shot. Very good shot. La, la, la. Like I mentioned earlier, when it comes down to boxing, we have some huge fights coming up. I really hope Shakur Stevenson get that fight with Valdez. If possible, it'll be a tough decision for Valdez since he's about to step in there for a title fight. I hope we get Naoya Inoue. I hope he's able to step in there with John Casimiro next in 2021. That's going to be a damn good fight. And then whoever wins between Nordine Bali and Nonito Donaire, it is what it is. If Naoya is fighting Casimiro, and the winner of that should fight the winner of Donaire and O'Bali to have an undisputed bantamweight champion. Okay, we out in the second round, people. We out in the second round. On the outside is DeLoach. He's sweeping the outside, comes in with a right left. Stanionis is busy stalking, has high guard. He tried to step in with that left hand, missed badly. He had good intentions, bad timing. Step in, jab by Stanionis. Three-punch combinations off the gloves by DeLoach. Nice stiff jab to the body by Stanionis. DeLoach comes back with 2 shots of his own. You give, I give. You give, I give. There's no charity around here. He's trying to use that left cross, man. He landed the first one and missed with the second one. Second round of a 10-round affair. Straight left by DeLoach. Right now, Stanionis is stalking. Want to get in close. Double jab by DeLoach. Stanionis still standing there, high guard. He goes to the body with the left hook. DeLoach returns with his own 1-2 combination. A minute remaining. DeLoach is the fighter who's boxing off the back foot while Stanionis is stalking. Stanionis is still popping a jab out there. He really haven't been close to let his hands fly, yo. He's throwing 1 punch at a time on DeLoach. See that one jab? Just one jab, 1 punch at a time. Another single jab. DeLoach returns with a right off the glove. No real damage. I mean, no fighters really start to open up just yet. Okay, that was 2-part jab right there. Okay. One, two, lands by DeLoach. Nice solid right hand by DeLoach. We see what picks up the third round. It's not a bad fight, and it's not overly exciting either. I mean, you get some cards like that, but returning from the tank fight card, I guess I'm expecting too much. God damn it! I just think I'm expecting too much. Moving to the beat now. Moving to the beat now. Hey, oh. FS2. I mean FS1. I don't know what that is. The main event is on deck. The main event is on deck. The main event is now. First in the blue corner. Okay, third round on deck. Man, Stanionis comes out and popping the head back of DeLoach. Oh, man, 5-punch combination lands for DeLoach. She started with a double jab and then with the right 2-1-2. Now Stanionis is starting to open up as that pressure. Stanionis has an underrated jab, man. The way he steps in and pops that jab out there, man. It's pretty effective. It's punctual right now. Seriously. I like how he got his chin tucked. DeLoach thought about the uppercut because he got his chin tucked. Well, he pulled that uppercut. They clinch on the inside. Shots landed, DeLoach 39 right now, and Stanionis 24, which is not a huge margin. A minute 35 remaining in the third frame of a 10-round fight. Somehow it just seems like Stanionis is just only a punch away from really connecting something different. Oh, just what I said. Damn, that left hook bounces off the chin of freaking DeLoach. He got to keep his hand up, people. You got to keep your fucking hand up, your right hand, dude. They're wrestling all around the ring. Come on, ref, break these cats up. Break them up. Nice, active with the jab is DeLoach. Keep your jab out there active. Stanionis is still coming forward. Peekaboo style. Chin tucked. But what I do see, he's not as active in releasing a set of combinations instead of one punch at a time, whether it be a hook, a straight. Really no uppercuts being thrown here unless you DeLoach. Okay, there go uppercut by Stanionis. Both of them landed 3-shot, 3 or 4 shot combinations right there. Right hand down the middle for DeLoach. We're gonna have to goddamn get a little bit busy in that. Man, Ref Star, you don't have FS1, bro. Man, what you got? A bubble back television with a coat hanger that you used to use for your Sunday suit? What are you doing, bro? Bro, man, everybody who joins the live chat is supposed to have a flat screen TV and no way dial-up connection. That is the prerequisites. That's 2 of the prerequisites right there. A flat screen TV and no dial-up connection. You up here coming here saying, okay, FS2. I don't have FS1 or FS2. I'm like, you still working a coat hanger? Something in the antenna? What are we talking about, bro? It's free TV. It's free TV. God damn. We in round 4. I like the jab once again for Stanionis coming out here, man, popping that jab, stinging him with the jab. DeLoach comes back with his own jab. Right, left hand by DeLoach. DeLoach hands are really down. Okay, 3-punch combinations off the gloves, though. I like the high defense of Stanionis, but he needs to get more active. The change in direction, I like that from DeLoach. Landed 1-2 combination, button it up with a right hand. If Stanionis allows DeLoach to sweep the outside the way he is and pop that jab and right hand out there, it's going to be an easy fight because you can't put earmuffs on. You ain't on the ski slopes, homie. You ain't skiing with Cher and Sonny Bono. He's throwing the jab. The jab is effective, that's Stanionis. Your jab is effective, but you have to let at least a 2 or 3 punch combination. That's what I like about Leo Santa Cruz. He was letting 3 punches, no less than 3 punches, get out. DeLoach is opening up right now. He's having fun. He's starting to get loose, and you can see it. Look how he's dancing back and forth. He 1-2 combination. He's looking for that right uppercut. He put that left He left that left forearm up there like he was going to try to shoot that uppercut up there, but he didn't. Boom. Right, left. Get off the ropes. Stanionis trying to push him up against the ropes. Good fight so far. 50 seconds remaining in the fourth round. Nice uppercut. Nice return right hand by Stanionis. Now we getting somewhere. Make it a fight, man. Don't let him walk away with the fight. 15 seconds remaining. I would say DeLoach is winning, to be honest. Stanionis, in my opinion, is not doing enough to move ahead on the scorecards and put rounds away. He did land some solid punches, but yet it's not enough to really, earn the favor of the judges, man. You're like taking too long. You can't go through the whole damn round and throw a jab, then throw a 1-2, a hook to the body, whatever, just pit pot. You gotta throw punches and bunches when you're in there with a fighter like DeLoach, who's keeping distance well, moving around, landing more combinations. We're in the fifth round. Yep. Be right back, people. Seemed like the fight done picked up in the fifth round with 1:23 remaining. A lot of fighting on the inside from these two. But DeLoach is still the one that's able to create space. Good foot movement by DeLoach. One punch again by Stanionis. And that's it. You're not going to win the fight with one punch to the body or not even one jab. DeLoach with two left hooks, then a 1-2, 2-1. Good defense by DeLoach, the slip underneath that left hand. Then he comes back with a two-punch combination, sticks him again with a right hook. He's not allowing Stanionis to get close enough to just reel off shots. I like it. Good movement by DeLoach. See, one thing about fighters with high guards, a lot of shots is just bouncing off his gloves. So DeLoach needs to go down the middle. He needs to go down the middle, split the guard, go right up the middle, or around the backside of the guard. That round went by pretty quick. We should be in round 6 by now, fellas. We in the 6th round of the main event. Stanionis versus DeLoach in a welterweight affair. 147 was the scales. And it's on FS1. Freddie Roach is in the corner of Stanionis. He probably telling him, hey, you need to get your hands moving. Stanionis comes out with a jab. But he's just throwing a jab. He's not really giving DeLoach anything to be concerned about. What about 1, 2, 3, 4? You're just throwing one punch at a time. There you go. Hooks to the body. A lot of wrestling going on the inside. A little dirty boxing. It's the 6th round, and Stanionis has picked up the pace a little bit. But DeLoach still eyes open, focused, sweeping the outside. What I'm seeing from Stanionis, he's too slow. He's too slow. Like, he can land one shot on the inside, but when he started to get into his combination rhythm, those two short hooks right there, I like it. He threw those 2 left hooks in the direction for which DeLoach was going. Smart. See what DeLoach's power is looking like. Stanionis has just picked up the pace tremendously, man. He's walking him down like a debt collector. It's a lot of movement from DeLoach. It's the 6th round, so I hope he's in good shape. Good defense. Stanionis with a straight left. Good defense by DeLoach. Really nice defense. He avoided all 3 of those shots. He's doing very well with avoiding punishment. Okay, great. There go Luis Ortiz. Next is the 7th round, people. Stanionis versus DeLoach. 7th round on deck. Back to boxing. We're in round 7. Stanionis still coming out pressuring. Nice 2-punch combination by DeLoach. Return with a jab up top by Stanionis. I really like the defense from DeLoach, who's fighting off the back foot. Really salute him for having that defense, man, and not getting caught. Not yet, at least. Did you notice in the early rounds how Stanionis was cutting off DeLoach just a little bit better? But now he's following him around the ring. That's because DeLoach has also picked up his pace too. Good defense, DeLoach. Approaching a minute remaining in the 7th round. Nice head movement offline, man. I like it. Stanionis need to understand there's no time to be a Terminator. You need to let your hands go and stop just letting him pop you with the jab and then stop, go, just to land a jab, a single jab. DeLoach's wobble. This is what he was waiting on. DeLoach's wobble. Let's see if he's able to survive. He's letting it go. That's what we was worried about. He finally heard him. Oh. Stanionis finally opens up and catches DeLoach. From all that moving around and stalking, I would just say he's just stalking him like a Terminator. Damn. Win 8th round after a close, dangerous round for DeLoach, who was hurt bad. Let's see if he was able to recover in between rounds and come back out with a different game plan. Nice boxing on the inside by Stanionis. Putting in work to the body. DeLoach is on his bicycle again, boxing off the back foot. Stanionis goes back to stalking him. DeLoach is still, ahead on the punches landed, but not that much of a wide disparity. A minute 40 remaining. Stanionis goes back to work. DeLoach, when he parks, he's really trying to dig deep and land some solid punches on the inside once DeLoach stopped moving. Man, DeLoach has been doing a lot of moving today. A lot of moving. Stanionis is still stalking him. Left to the body. Another left to the body. DeLoach's power and his punches look like arm punches now. So he must be slowing down tremendous. Oh, he caught him with a right hand. That could have been nice over. That could have been night over right there. He rolled with it, though. DeLoach rolled with it. That could have been lights out, shawty. Stanionis on the hunt, boy. Stanionis on the hunt. He landed some shots just then. 14 seconds remaining. Holding at the end, holding. I think DeLoach is a little bit more fatigued than he thought. He's been running around the ring the entire fight. So, of course, he's bound to get caught once. Of course he was. We're in the final 2 rounds of this 10-round fight. Headed into the 9th. Are you talking about unofficial scorecards? I really haven't been paying attention to unofficial scorecards just now. I'm really looking at the fight, to be honest. Starting the 9th round, DeLoach is active with the 1-2 in recession, letting his hands go early in his 9th round, while Stanionis is continuing to maintain where he was all fight, right there in front of him. DeLoach is stepping forward, accepting to a trade, but he went back to moving on the outside. After Stanionis landed that body shot, DeLoach said, "I'm in and I'm out." I stick to curbside pickup. DeLoach is still boxing well, though. He's boxing smart. Stanionis is just pressing forward. If DeLoach had the power, he can catch him with a left hook or uppercut. He's just walking in with his hands up. The uppercut is there. It's just all about DeLoach committing to it. You have to commit to it. There's enough openings in his glove in the 9th round for him to catch him with that uppercut. But hey, he got to have his hands up too, so he won't get countered. Oh, he knocks him down. Stanionis knocks DeLoach down. Nice body work. Down goes DeLoach. Running around that ring, man, he's fatigued. It's not the first time Justin DeLoach been down. He's been down before, but Stanionis looked to finish the fight now with 1:05 remaining. He's taking it to DeLoach right now. Let's see if DeLoach can work up out of it. Nice right hook to the body, uppercut. DeLoach is in problem. He's in trouble. He's down again. Now he's sitting down. This might be it. He's sitting down now. It might be it. He's up. He's up. There's 31 seconds remaining. It's a lot of time for Stanionis to make something happen here. Stanionis pressuring. Left hook. He pulled the right. He goes back to the left. Left again. Left up top. It lands. DeLoach on the back foot, trying to stay away, trying to stay sane. The referee stops the fight. Referee stops the fight. DeLoach was stopped in the 9th round. Stanionis, that Freddie Roach came out with Stanionis. He broke him down and stalked him the whole fight, man, and fatigued the man out. The fight has been stopped. The main event, Stanionis wins via 9th round stoppage, RTD. Prior to the stoppage, it was 2 knockdowns. It was a pretty decent fight. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on this week. Of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that has the zone is going to support the Devin Haney fight versus Yorkis Gamboa. Be sure I'll definitely be on tap, greened up, ready to see this fight and the undercard. So y'all be sure to pull up. BYOB. Bring your own body. Bring your own bottle. Body and bottle. Sit back and relax. Enjoy some fights. Also, Bellator will be going on tomorrow. I'll probably be covering Bellator tomorrow since my man Melvin Manoff is on deck. The tyrant himself. I wouldn't want to get kicked by him. Just waiting for the decision right now. The official decision. It's a knockout, but I'm just saying. But there's been some questions going around about, who should Gervonta fight next? And then, who should Gary Russell fight next? Is it anybody in the lightweight division that really want to fight Gary Russell Jr.? I mean, it all depends on who's out there during this pandemic to make a pretty decent pay cut. You know what I'm saying? A paycheck, rather. Who's out there? Because Tank is not going to be back in the ring until freaking next year. We know that. So we have, Joshua stepping in there later on. Tyson Fury's trying to do something. We got Terrence Crawford and Kell Brook that's going down. Errol, Spence, and Danny Garcia. All coming up in rapid recession, y'all. If, by chance, both of them defeat their opponents. Will in 2021, somehow, some way, will we see Errol Spence and freaking Terrence Crawford without the 3rd title? The 4th title, just have them unify the division? Because it don't look like Manny Pacquiao is doing a damn thing. Like nobody's forcing Manny Pacquiao to move. Like I heard rumor that Teofimo Lopez may potentially was going out there to fight Manny Pacquiao, but that may be far from the truth. But that'll be a good fight because people, they're treated just like Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. If he really wanted to go up there and fight Manny Pacquiao, why not? And also, he's trying to face Jose Ramirez, the winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. The last time, that last time I saw Adrian Broner this past weekend, interviewed him, and then the next day he's in jail. I hope he gets out and able to get this one fight, so he can get paid or whatever, and put this behind him. But he was incarcerated for contempt of court. An order was given. He refused to pay it, off some type of civil suit judgment from this female. And they caught him after he was leaving San Antonio or something like that. Took him in, and the rest is what it is. But I don't know, man. He told the judge he got to fight January 16th. It's already in November. So somebody around need to get him out so he can get back in camp. Seriously. Because he's the only one to care about that. I'm just keeping it 100. Who he needs to fight though? He ain't gonna fight AB. I don't think AB can make 135. Who he needs to fight? Who's a worthy opponent to fight Tank outside of Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez? Who's a worthy opponent? Richard Comey? Who we looking at? Felix Verdejo? Who we looking at? Felix Verdejo? He's out there. He's trying to, climb himself back up to the top. I don't think it would be good for him to step in there with Tank though. AB got millions high, and yeah, I believe it. But social media get people in trouble, man. Man, I got to get your email address or something, that rap star. Are you even on Facebook? Are you on Facebook, rap star? Are you on IG? Huh? You on Facebook, IG? Okay. Linares? How many people have to knock Linares out before he's not considered a worthy opponent? Nor does he do anything for somebody who's trying to step up. Okay. Cool. There go the leak, man.
Hey, World Comeback. How's it going, bro?
Hold on for a second. What's good, man? How you feel?
Yeah, man, feeling good, bro. I'm just building my channel right now. So I'm just working on some content and stuff, but I'm putting a lot of stuff together, for getting...
What you name it?
Well, right now I'm rap star, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I'm probably going to add something to it. But, I haven't really thought of adding something to the name yet. But just trying to get some stuff and, read a lot of stuff and see how I want to do it. Because I've reached over 1,100 subscribers in about a couple months.
Oh, what? Damn, shawty. That's good.
Is that good? Okay.
That's fast, man. If you just started it.
Well, I had 300 subscribers a couple years ago. Then I switched the channel off. And then I came back recently and start learning about what's going on with the YouTube boxing and stuff and involve myself. So, yeah, then I added about another 600-700, yeah. So I just got to wait for a little while until they unregulate it so I can go live.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
But how you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. Just trying to fine tune this boxing game, man, and MMA and grappling. So grappling is a big grappling championship that's going on down here. That I'll probably be at this weekend.
Yeah, I think part of when I'm looking at this platforms these days, I look at you. I don't know if I'm wrong. You can correct me, because I look at you doing this for passion more than money. It seems like this is your passion. Am I right?
Correct.
And that's how I'm doing this, because I'm doing this because of my passion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if anything else comes, or I can help boxers, or in the future, if anything comes, then so be it, because that's what we're passionate about,
Yeah.
Okay. So at least I know your input is always, you know what I mean? Your focus is always going to be very level playing field, and it's not going to be biased, because you're not getting paid for nothing.
Yeah, because it's like my channel's monetized, of course, but I don't sit up here and ask 20 or 30 times for a super chat. Like, it's gonna happen if it happens. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it works.
Got you,
Give
brother.
me a super chat, please. I need a super chat to get me a pack of cigarettes. That's not me, man.
Yeah, but every time I come onto your channel or channels I like, I press the like button, because I know that helps each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, let me just let you know. So last week, I spoke to some great gentleman through another channel, and he ended up telling me about the fighters that he's going to be interviewing next month and the next few weeks. And I thought I'd share this with you, and I'll send you the link of this guy. It's going to be Michael Nunn, Tim Witherspoon, and a couple, Reggie Johnson, and just fighters from the 80s and the 90s. And he's got a connection with them. So hopefully, I've got his connect, and I'm going to share an interview, hopefully with this guy, and then maybe I can share it with you.
Well, he's what's his channel name?
I'm going to send you the link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, just put it in the private chat, man.
Yeah. I met him through somebody. So obviously I want him to put his content together, but he's got the people because he was with them. When we were speaking to him, he was letting me know that what they're doing, the older generation, they're trying to get their voice heard to do charity stuff and, auctions and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, World Comeback, I just want to let you know, right, the reason why I made that statement on your channel, I don't just make statements and not back it up. I just feel that with Tank Davis, man, I've been watching Tank Davis, from a long time. I love what he brings to the table. He reminds me of a mini Mike Tyson aura,
Yeah, man.
those years ago that you could expect such a knockout, and he brings the goods, even though sometimes in every fight, no matter what happens, he ends up knocking the guy out. And you got to give him that what he's got. He's got something like Deontay Wilder. He's got a power that is, aggressive to that division. But what I'm saying to you, World Combat, and this is how I feel, even if I was in my channel, he just needs to fight caliber fighters for a little bit heavier weight where he belongs, so that he can prepare himself to be this ready in action for a 135 hungry Lopez. You know what I mean? So that he could, be in that situation that we can turn around and say to you, you know what? He just knocked out Linares. I don't care what anybody says. This guy belongs in that weight, and this guy got bullied by Tank. I don't know what way to put my money then. Do you see what I'm saying?
But he knocked out Pedraza at 130. So,
but Pedraza was drained at that fight. World Combat. He was.
Hey, man.
Okay, look, I like Tank.
He fought Vasily Lomachenko at what weight?
135, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, look, you understand my point of view. If he fights higher caliber fighters and does the same thing with a fighter at 135, he will make a believer at a lot of people who doubt him at that weight. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm just saying that you got to appreciate that we want to see him do that to a bigger man now.
I agree, man. That's what the interest is coming off that Gamboa fight. That's the interest people have. Like, does Tank have that 130 knockout power that he has at 135?
And I think he does. Because let me tell you something. A lot of the boxing world comeback are saying that even though Devin Haney hasn't proven himself with caliber fighters, they're saying that if Tank fights Devin Haney beats Tank. But I don't see it like that. If Tank shows me what he does to Linares or a Ryan Garcia, they're going to change their mind. Am I right or wrong?
But what channels are you saying that
majority
you don't think?
Channels, even the channels that you go to, they're very doubtful that if Tank, like even you go and see.
If everybody on the panel is there combing the narrative like that, yeah, they're too afraid to just cut it down the middle and assess it non-biasedly. They're gonna say Devin Haney beats Tank, but I don't know what they're looking at because Tank is a tough competitor, man.
So right now at 135, would you give Tank more than 50% chance to beat Devin Haney?
More than 50%, partially.
Yeah.
After what I seen him, I'm just looking at Devin Haney coming off his injury. I have to see how he looks this weekend. Really is how he looks this weekend coming off that shoulder injury. That's all.
So you just want to see how Devin Haney performs with Gamboa.
Yeah.
And then you want to assess and see where they are after that.
Yeah, because I've seen Gamboa fight in person with Gervonta Davis, so I really want to see how he looks against Devin Haney. I want to see how Devin Haney looks against Gamboa. I really want to check and see, is he really using that right hand, or he's more dedicated to left hooks to the body to try to compensate if his shoulder's not all the way. I know they say his shoulder is good. I just want to check it out and see.
But also, do you appreciate what some people are saying, that they would appreciate to see Tank fight people now at 135 and show us what he is, about that, even fighting prospects like Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ryan Garcia. I think that fight will happen before any other fight up there. I think Ryan Garcia and Gervonta will happen before Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. Period. I really think that fight will happen, bro.
Hey, if he knocks Ryan Garcia out, I'm gonna come back on your show and say I'm not just a believer. I think he can beat any one of them after that.
Oh, it ain't no if. It ain't no if. He's gonna knock Ryan Garcia out. If Ryan Garcia, if Ryan Garcia stays in the pocket and box and try to do this flash video type shit with Gervonta, he's getting slept, man.
Yeah, but I think Ryan Garcia will use his reach and use his ability in that fight too. And we got to see what Ryan Garcia does with Luke Campbell too.
Man, Ryan Garcia can use his reach and everything else, but when it comes down to the pressure, I know a lot of people attaching themselves to the power of Ryan Garcia, but you have to understand and look at his videos carefully. A lot of his speed videos are flat-footed videos. Find a video where he's moving around and he's throwing that much speed. If you have to box and you're on the move, how's that combination going to come and benefit Ryan Garcia to be effective against Tank? Tank is not going to sit there for you to hit him the entire fight.
I mean, we just got to see how they do with their other opponents. I can only assess it with you, but it seems to me your money already is with Tank if that fight happens.
Tank knocks him out, dog.
So, but you're confident that your money's there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just like I said, Tank was going to knock out Leo Santa Cruz. Tank would give Ryan Garcia his first loss, period.
I think Tank got to fight someone in order for me to say, yeah, he definitely gives him his first loss. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. Tank will freaking Tank can box, man. People need to stop trying to say what he need to do at 135 because he's a savage personally as a person in the ring, as a fighter in the ring, he's a savage. 130, 35, it don't matter.
Well, he can shut the game up. If he does something like you said, he'll put people on notice.
People want to disrespect Tank because he's with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He want to disrespect Tank because of what he was doing out in public, getting in trouble and shit. But dude can box.
Yeah, well, give credit where credit's due then. You know what I mean? But this Adrian Broner thing's gone all around the world. I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they really, they're making a joke out of him over here on the news and shit.
I just interviewed him this weekend, man. He seemed upbeat, spirited, and then he ended up on the news handcuffed, man, for contempt and not honoring a judgment.
Yeah, because he got done for that case, isn't it? A few years ago for $850,000, and he hasn't given nothing towards it at the moment. And
yeah,
I mean, he's got to start paying something because they know he's got millions. They know he's got money, so he can't hide it. He's got too much money.
Well, it's all about where that money is at, and that's one thing I don't do. I don't get into people's finances. Where's he hiding it at? That's the question.
You don't know, bro. He got a lot of members of families, millions here, millions there. You know.
Absolutely.
Hey, he got to look. Even on his next fight, yeah, they're gonna take some of his personnel. They're gonna make deals with him now.
Oh, he told them to.
Yeah, that's what I said. I saw that.
He said, I got a fight coming up. I can pay him off the fight, and she said, I gave you extensions, I gave you everything, and you didn't want to accommodate. You didn't want to meet me. So then it is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is. That rap star, like shit,
look,
he been
man.
playing around. He been playing around too much with the wrong judge, man. They say nope.
Yeah, he reminded me of a fighter like we had in our country who reached so much fame and money. His name was Nassim Hamid.
Yeah,
and that guy started fucking around. He started telling trainers to go fuck themselves. He made so much money, and this guy, right? He was fucking around. He was crashing cars. He nearly killed someone in a car crash. This guy was fucking about with his life at the end.
Prince, he had that lifestyle though, man. He had that damn upscale bravado, man. Especially when he beat Kevin Kelly, man. You couldn't tell him nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, man. I got a friend who knows Kevin Kelly, and I'm gonna try and get Kevin Kelly one day. World Combat. Forgot to tell you that, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just reminded me. But yeah, so basically, Prince's best fight was ever with Kevin Kelly. That was the best fight, and he made a lot of money, and he had a lot of the Arabs, the Saudi Arabia, were paying him a lot of money in order to represent them as certain brands and certain things. He was getting paid tons, bro. He made 50-60 million in 2-3 years, bro. And then after that, lost his eye for the game, fucking around. Prince was done after that, you know what I mean? And I hope Adrian Broner don't go out like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, go out. He already out. Shit.
I mean, people say that he can't win a world championship anymore because he's not focused. They said they don't see him winning a world title at 135, 140, or 147. It's too hard for him now. But all
It's possible.
But you know, he can use his popularity and still earn some bread in the game. You know what I mean?
I asked him, you know, what weight class he planned on coming back at, and he was like 135.
Oh, he want that smoke?
He say he's trying to come back to 135, man.
Hey,
I can show you. I can show you the video, but
no, are you for real? Because if he's coming back at 135, there's some big fights there.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, Adrian Broner, he says things, and you know, I mean, you got to take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But I can pull up the vid right quick.
Well, that's the first I've heard it that he's really going to come to 135.
I'll show you the vid right quick. We don't have anything else to do. I'll show you the vid right quick.
Okay. Some of the YouTube guys were at the fight this time. True School Sports was there. There was a couple other guys there.
At what fight?
At the same fight as you.
Oh, okay.
It looked empty in the arena, though.
The
way they spread everyone out.
Yeah, I mean, it was gapped. You know what I'm saying? It was gapped.
Was there a lot of Mexicans there?
Yeah, of course.
So they came to spend that money to see Leo, bro.
Of course they did.
Yeah, he brings a lot of Mexicans, that guy does.
Here goes that
Okay.
Here goes the video I was telling you about.
I like your intro. You keep changing your intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on, everyone? I got the one and only AB about billions in the building here in San Antonio. How you feel there, champ?
I feel good. I just got off the plane. Come to see my baby brother get this knockout.
Hey, man, you're in good spirits. I know you're always out here to support your baby brother. You know, he basically was, you know, part of you that founded him.
Yeah.
How special is it to see him on the PPV stage right now, man?
It's surreal, man. It was everybody's dream, even mine, you know, and I did it. Now he's doing it, and sky's the limit from here.
4 division champ. I don't know why they act like they don't understand that. But one thing I like about you, AB, you always stay to the script, man.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of, you know, what's going on in your life. You're about to step in here in January, big dog. Yeah. Is there any information that you can give me about who is it going to be against? It's going to be January 16th, right?
I know it's going to be January, and it's going to be a
Yeah, like he didn't know what the fight date was.
I heard you got a hell of an undercard, man. Yeah. You're going to have probably Easter Rush Warren, some of your hometown.
Yeah, it's going to be a big undercard, too. It's going to be a hell of a show, man. The return of AB.
Is it going to be at a catchweight, or you don't know yet?
Nah.
It's going to be 147?
Nah, it might be lightweight.
Holy shit. Hey, I tell you what, though, World Comeback, I've met Adrian Broner twice, and I can send you a video that I was right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not normally that friendly and easygoing on an interview. You know, you got him on a really
Of course
nice,
not.
Let me
Of
tell
course
you,
he
bro,
ain't.
he always hates media. The way he looks at media sometimes, he always tries to be what's it called, funny about it, you know what I mean? But he was very comfortable with you. You got a good interview out of him.
Yeah, man, he was on his way to work out, man. That's why I was short.
Okay, yeah. You got a good little interview with him when he was chilling.
He was on his way to go work out, so I said, cool, I get in where I fit in and keep it moving.
He's a wide brother, though.
Oh, yeah.
When I was standing next to him, he was wide. Like, You know, like when you say somebody's got so much wideness to their body.
Yeah.
This dude was wide. I said, man, that's what it is. He got some shape of a body which is like just wide. I said, well, his back looked so wide. He was wearing that tight t-shirt. It's like wider than Mayweather. Tell you that much.
Yeah, some people just look at him like, he's a pushover. Just keep thinking about that Marcus Madonna fight, but they don't think about him, the way he was able to come back and finish the fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't win it, but he came back and finished the fight. I mean, he ain't a punk.
Let me tell you something about Adrian Broner World Combat, just when you reminded me. He is a lazy fighter, okay? And another thing about Adrian Broner, I'll show you how skillful he is. If he was more disciplined, he's the second man who knocked down Sean Porter just like Errol Spence did.
Correct.
And let me tell you, he might be losing that fight, but Sean Porter saw God that minute. Sean Porter didn't realize that Adrian Broner was nearly going to knock him out.
Yeah, he looked up at him like, damn.
The whole arena, Mayweather went crazy. Mayweather was jumping up and down to try and think that he could stop Sean Porter. If you watch that fight again, I saw it about a few months ago. Everybody in the arena thought Adrian Broner is going to finish him now.
Mm-hmm.
Because Adrian Broner, if you take your eye off of him, he's got something to give you.
True.
And let me tell you, the way that showed me about Adrian Broner is that if he was focused and if he was all about boxing, hungry like he don't have money, he could do more. Something tells me that about him. And then I just get pissed off because he's so lazy in the fight.
I can't deny that, man. Everybody has the same anthem when it comes to Adrian Broner. Let your hands go. Let your hands go. Please let your hands go. Let your hands go.
Done the same thing in Manny Pacquiao fight. Never let his hands go. And
yeah, man.
And he's got
Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter. The list goes on and on.
And you know what the funny thing about him is? He never loses those fights like he's a chump. He's at the end of the round. He still gets some shots off. He's just lazy. He never looks like the pro. He just gets outboxed sometimes. But you know what I mean? It's his own fault. And most of it is his lifestyle, whether you like it or not, World Combat. His lifestyle has a big part in it. And I'm sure you've seen how much he can impart. He just showed you the other day he was drinking in Palms Casino. The video's out there. Have you seen the video?
He was drinking in Palms Casino.
He got 2 shots. He saw Mikey Garcia. He bought another 2 shots, and him and Mikey Garcia were getting drunk.
Oh my God, man!
It's all over the internet.
No wonder they came and scooped them up, dog.
Bro, it's all over the internet. Both of them. People are cursing Mikey Garcia. They're saying he just fuck him and all that shit, man. Because they're seeing him.
Mikey Garcia, how many times have we seen Mikey drink in public? Man, that ain't nothing, man. Give Mikey a break.
Well, when you go online, you'll have a look. Both of them are drinking. And they're getting, somebody's taking a video and they put it up.
Damn, man. It's good. Mikey finally getting out on the backside of his career, though.
Yeah, Mikey made a lot of money, bro. The money that Mikey made
he made a lot with Spence now. Well, he made a lot with Spence.
Yeah, but the last 2 fights, he made $14 million.
That's nice. That's solid. That's good money. That's a heavy bag.
DAZN paid him $6.8 million to fight fucking Jesse Vargas. He took that.
6.8 to fight Jesse Vargas.
Put it on the internet. Eddie Hearn said it.
What did Jesse Vargas get out of there? 2.5?
But that's where DAZN, I think, fucked up. They paid so much money for certain fights, and then the pandemic hit them. And then they couldn't grow that brand as much as they would have liked to and try and get more fights in,
I hear you.
I mean, now they're fighting now. We got Devin, Haney, Gamboa. That's DAZN's fight. And we got Luke Campbell versus, what's his name? Ryan Garcia. Those are the 2 fights that DAZN got. I don't know.
Do this fight this weekend do anything for you, Rap Star? Like, as far as his resume go, what do you grade this opponent and this fight for Devin Haney? Because in my opinion, it doesn't do anything for his resume.
I just want to see how easy he deals with a Gamboa and give him his retirement check. And if he does it easy and he does it really swiftly and good, I'm going to say now give him the big fight.
What big fight?
He got to get a big fight.
Okay.
I mean, reason why, right? Look, he goes in there. He's still got the WBA. He beats Gamboa easy, right? So he does a better job than Tank does. This is providing everything goes to plan and he doesn't lose any rounds or in there and something goes wrong. I mean, anything can happen in boxing. I just don't see that happening because Gamboa is at the end of his career and he's coming out of a horrific injury. I mean, is Gamboa still as good as what he was with Tank? That's something we got to see in this fight after the injury he's had.
Correct.
So I got to expect Devin Haney to go in there as a young guy who's got all those attributes. We heard everything else. I just want to see it now. And at the end of the day, if you ask me what's his next big fight, it got to be a big fight. If he can't get Teofimo Lopez, well, then he got to get another big fight. Who's the next biggest guy out there after that?
I don't know at 130 or 35, man. I don't
Give
know
me a
who's
name.
the next big one. It's hard to give a name because they all tied up in the sum. It's not going to be Teofimo. And then Gervonta is tied to Mayweather. It's not going to be him because they have a history.
Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia, I'm telling you, man, he wants the money fight with Gervonta now, man.
So that
Seriously.
puts Devin Haney again into the side.
Correct. It's going to put him to the side. And he's going to have to fight somebody else because right now,
the only other two big names you got is George Linares. You got Linares standing over there, and you got another fighter at 135 that you mentioned earlier. I forgot his name now. You mentioned it.
Luke Campbell, Javier Fortuna, Richard Comey.
Yeah, Richard Comey's there. I mean, at the end of the day, look, what I'm saying, World Combat, it can't be less than any of these names, even if there's politics.
Yeah, Richard
Comey.
See
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, Richard Comey, man, that'll be a good fight for him.
You know, they're all screaming for the Theo fight. Well, I don't think they all get it yet because Teofimo's done more than all of them. So now they got to do something.
They got to do something. That's the way it is, man. They got to do something to equal, you know, what he's been able to accomplish now. But of course, he has the last remaining belt of the collection, and it's up to Teofimo them to choose to fight Devin Haney. It's not going to happen any other way than that they choose to give him a shot.
A lot of people are saying that if Tank wants to fight Teofimo, that can happen before Devin Haney.
It will happen because I'm trying to tell people what he's been able to do at a lighter division. It still affects how popular he is in the 35-pound division. People need to understand he just don't have to be in the 135 lightweight division to build up his popularity. He just did that this weekend. He's all over. He was the #1 trending video out there. That knockout. It was trending more than Halloween. Serious. It was trending more than Halloween, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When we all saw the knockout on the TV, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. Everybody thought we expected a knockout, right? But he did better knockout than anybody expected.
I know a lot of people were screaming, you know, when they thought he got knocked down, they was like, yeah, that's what we knew. See, undisciplined, you get knocked down, Leo's gonna get. Nope.
Man, I thought it'd be a body punch. Leo will go down. His body will give him a body hook, and it's over, man. Leo can't take it to the body after that. But I didn't think he put Leo to sleep like that. I mean, he put the man to sleep.
I did. I thought he was.
But you didn't think he put him to sleep? Come on.
Hell yeah, put him to sleep, dog. Man, Tank is a savage, man.
So bad.
Tuck him in. Give him a glass of milk. Shit.
Yeah, so that goes to show you if he can bring a little bit of that power. I mean, let's be honest, if he goes 135 and stays solid there, his power only gets a bit stronger.
Yeah.
It doesn't go weaker. He gets stronger.
Well, he's in better condition right now than the first fight he took down in Atlanta against Gamboa. He's in way better condition.
Yeah, you saw him. Yeah, you saw him, innit? You were live.
The only thing about him facing Haney, I'm curious to know if Haney has the power to hurt Gervonta Davis. That's all.
Yeah, because we know
we all know he can box. We all know he can box.
Yeah, Teofimo has power. So Tank and him would be a styles of fights. That would be a proper blast for blast. That's like
absolutely
machine against power machine. But with Devin Haney, we don't know if he has that power, like that kind of power. We only know that he has ability of technical fighting. He's not like a Roberto Duran. He's more like a Sugar Ray Leonard. He's a bit more technical. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So if he doesn't have that power, then his skills have to be far superior. Make sense?
Absolutely. His skills have to be far superior, and he has to be the smarter fighter in there to take the momentum away from Tank, which is going to be difficult to do. But one way you take the momentum away from your opponent is land the correct shots early, fatigue them, get them tired, so you can just have that much more success as the fight go along, and the knockout may present itself.
Well, I think you are right about one thing. Tank can become one of the greatest if he takes those fights at the right time now. You know, if he fights these fights and he wins, he becomes pound for pound.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you might want to put dirt on his name because people are saying he hasn't fought somebody which is really superior at his weight. But if he does it, everybody will shut the fuck up because he'll be pound for pound.
I mean, 2021 will tell us something on the calendar, something. I mean, 2021 will give us something.
Well, you spoke to some people, so you're telling us he is going to fight a good fighter soon. So we're excited about that. We don't want to see him go backwards. We want to see him go forwards now.
Yeah, he's going to fight 3 times in 2021.
Okay. So they got to be huge fights. They got to be legacy fights.
I don't know if they're all going to be legacy fights, but, you know, like Floyd said, they're going to be 2 B-level fighters and then 1 A-level fighter.
Man, again, you go B-level. They're going to go Gary Russell, Boucher.
Oh, no, I haven't heard his name come up, but if Gary Russell is still a champion at 26, and that will be actually pulling from 26 now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, again, what I want to see is that Ryan Garcia, and for him to be ready for a Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see greatness. And if they can prove to me that Tank is that fire, he will get so many fans because people like Tank.
Yeah.
You know, he's 5 foot what? 5'6"?
I don't know what he is, but he's shorter than me.
Well, he's a short guy, and when a short guy can beat a guy bigger than him, people love that. That's why they loved about Mike Tyson. So I want to see that, man. So hopefully he'll fight someone within that caliber because there's no other fight that I really want to see. But anyway, at least you went there live. At least you had some great Adrian Broner interviews. You must have got more interviews from others.
Well, it wasn't a lot of people like it was, you know, before the pandemic. It was more people wearing masks and, you know, staying in their rooms and stuff like that. But I did see your Denis Ugas, you know, and some other fighters that was there. But like I said, they had masks on, and
okay,
it was a different environment.
Yeah, it's not the same. So, are you going to go to Devin Haney's fight?
Am I going to Devin Haney fight?
Yeah.
In the zone? On the zone? Where's that fight at anyway?
I don't know. I'm asking you. It's in America.
No.
It's in America,
no.
bro. It's somewhere in America, bro.
No.
Okay.
Not to fight Gamboa. I mean, I've seen Gamboa fight already.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I think there's nothing else coming up. Then what else is coming up after this? This is it.
You know, you got Roy Jones, man. You got Roy Jones.
Yeah, but that's the next week after, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you see his undercard?
Badu Jack against some guy. I don't know who the guy is.
Yeah, you got the goddamn undercard out there, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go, right there.
Okay, yeah, but you know, Tyson is a legend, man. I don't want to see nothing stupid in that fight. Maybe they can pit-pat each other and give each other a hug at the end. I mean, it'll be sad to see, you know, Tyson go in and look like a fucking bear and huffing and puffing because, you know why? Listen, I remember Tyson when we used to get up World Combat at 3:00 in the morning in London. Because let me tell you, Tyson was the first person to break all world TV channels to buy the fight. Because a lot of fights we weren't getting from America live, but they used to buy Tyson fights live, you know?
Okay.
So we used to get out, man, just to watch that fight. And he used to put fear in the man before he got in the ring when he was at his primest. So I just don't want to see, you know, we used to love Tyson at his best, you know what I mean? So I don't want to see him smoking so much weed and then huffing and puffing at the end of the fight.
Hey, you know it's gonna be some huffing and puffing in there, man. You know.
I mean, he's older than everybody.
The 30-second video clips are over. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some huffing and puffing in there.
Yeah, but I don't want to see him tripping up or Roy Jones looking wrong. I don't know, man. How old is
But
Tyson,
also
bro?
they lowered the time in between rounds to 2 minutes, man.
They might as well make it a minute.
Yeah, they might as well make it 30 seconds for the first 3 rounds.
So I'm gonna watch it though. I am gonna buy it though. I'm gonna watch it because Tyson and Roy Jones are my favorite fighters, you know. But it's a shame to see them making money like this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it's good, harmless money, why not?
Harmless with Tyson. I think Tyson's going to try and knock Roy out.
Man, if Tyson knocked Roy out, man,
Oh shit!
he better make it to his vehicle and pull out.
That'd be sad. I'm telling you, son. They're gonna be. I don't want people to laugh.
I think if Mike Tyson knocks out Roy, he will walk over to him and wait for him to wake up and apologize.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, anything can happen. Roy can just start outboxing Tyson. Tyson's fucking out of gas, dude. And once he's out of gas, he's done. I mean, you know what I mean? They're 58. I just checked on. It's 58 years. 57. It's gonna be 58.
Yeah, but one thing you're missing though, rap stars, that the potential that might be a flashback. Mike Tyson might bite the ears off Roy Jones.
Don't say that. Bro.
He might bite both of them, dog.
Yeah, listen, you don't want to speak like that, bro. If Roy hears this, bro, he ain't going in the ring. So,
I know. Roy has to know that too. He has to know to have his doctor on standby because he might walk up out of there earless.
well, you know what, Tyson, right? That was the only thing when he did that, man. He lost a lot of fans, but at the same time, he gained. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. When he did that, people didn't know what to think. They were more scared of him then. They thought this guy's bro. That showed you that Tyson is not just a boxer. He will eat you, bro.
Yeah, man. He's a dog, man. Savage. You know, Mike Tyson didn't care how many fans he lost when he bit Holyfield's ear. He kept saying Holyfield was headbutting him and he's gonna do something about it.
But Holyfield was headbutting him.
Correct.
Wow, I can't believe it. You just reminded me something. Nobody in the history of the sport had this kind of a. Oh my God. Shit, man. He put shock in people, man. He put fear in them in their own house when he was doing shit like that, bro. They were like, what the fuck? They paid for, at the end, they destroyed Tyson. Because Tyson was so powerful, bro, as a young boy. They destroyed him, bro.
They did, man. There's a lot that went on in his life that.
Why is he coming back to fight at 58 years old, World Combat?
Why? Who is coming
Tyson,
to fight?
Tyson, does he need the money or what?
I don't know, man. You know, I don't know his finances. I don't try to know him, but I just know that I heard they're getting several $1 million for this damn.
Holy fuck. Yeah. Tyson was a man who used to earn 30 million a fight in the time when it was the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever heard of that. The biggest paydays were $1-2 million. Remember that? Yeah. And this guy Tyson comes and started getting money that they could work around at 30 million a fight. I read all this, and he was getting lots of endorsements, everything, money that you could never imagine. But in today's world, that he would have been the $100, $200, $300 million fighter.
Oh yeah, if Mike was in this era knocking people out the way he was, man, no telling what the ceiling would look like with his paycheck value, what his worth would be per fight. It would be unfucking believable.
Like my brothers are Anthony Joshua fan, right? They're younger, and I told them this. I said Tyson was going in with people like Trevor Berbick and Larry Holmes and bigger guys that just as like Anthony Joshua, knocking them out. And I said he would imagine if a guy like Tyson knocked out Joshua, Wilder, and Fury. He was knocking people like that out. World Combat.
Yeah, man.
in his
And
time.
we all like knockouts, especially in the heavyweight division. Unless your name Deontay Wilder.
No, it's right. But can you help us from England? What fights are actually happening in America? So have you only got the Devin Haney Gamboa? Then we've got this Tyson card with all this Baldu Jack and everything. Then we've got the one that we said, Danny Garcia against Errol,
Yeah,
and
Danny Garcia against Errol Spence, and
Luke
then you got
Campbell against Ryan Garcia. Now, do we also have
Terrence Crawford, Kell Brook.
Terrence Crawford, Kelbrook, but do we also have Oscar Valdez against
No, Miguel Burchelt, man,
yeah.
he caught COVID-19, so they're trying to see if Shakur Stevens is going to be able to step in and face Valdez for the replacement.
Wow.
That'll be a tough fight, though, but that's what Shakur is wanting to do.
If Shakur comes and does that, bro, that Oscar Valdez is unbeaten. He's been getting better a little bit as he goes.
Yeah.
And he came and beat, what's his name? Scott Quigg when he came to London. He beat that guy from London, Scott Quigg, and then he's been winning since then. He's never lost since. So, yeah, man, Shakur step up like that, bro. That would be a good step up.
Yeah, it would, man. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to be a great boxer. He wants people to respect him as that. And he definitely stick to his word. During the pandemic, he said he was moving up weight. He did. Now he's looking for the big fight.
Okay, well, that would be
He's a
great
problem, man. Shakur Stevenson get to 35 while still packed. It's gonna be some good fights, man.
For sure. But by the time he goes there, the others will move up by then anyway.
Yeah.
But the other fight I wanted you guys to know about is that we've got Joe Joyce against Daniel Dubois.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we've got Anthony Joshua against Pulyev. So we got those two cards for sure. And then we've got I don't know, they're working on another card, but they haven't announced it yet. So we ain't got many cards either. That's it. You there?
Yeah, I was waiting for you. You said you don't have many cards either. I mean, it's near the end of the year. You're not supposed to.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking that's all the fights roughly that we've got. And then it's done. The end of the year is done. So the biggest fight for me is when Errol Spence and Danny Garcia for the end of the year. Really?
Correct.
Yeah.
I know Tyson Fury was supposed to fight somebody in December, but that fight hasn't been announced officially yet. Plus, he has the contractual issues with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's all going a bit crazy. I don't want to get into that with you yet. I'm making content about that. I'm making content about that both ways at the moment.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk about it once I'm ready, because there's too much. Every day things are changing. And next week there's going to be maybe different things happening, and then we're going to find out something else. So these are just marinations in the pot right now. We don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay. All right.
You know, let them carry on, because by the time next week comes, we'll be talking a bit more about what we think is happening with that situation.
Yeah.
So everybody's everybody's made a new channel about this now. There's been 2 new channels since Deontay Wilder announced this. So now.
Oh, so they can just talk that negative shit.
Well, you know how it goes, World Combat. At the end of the day, boxing is such a brutal sport. Your own fans will pick you up, and their own fans will bring you down.
Correct.
Boxing is the most loneliest sport in the world. That's why boxers deserve everything they get sometimes, because this is the most sport. When you're doing good, the world is your oyster. But soon as you might not be doing good, or you're losing, or something's bad, and that happens, your own loyal fans end up fucking you up the arse. That's how it goes, bro.
Yep.
That's the game.
That is.
You know, but we're not like that. I'm too old for that, bro. I don't want to give my age away. I'm not that old, but I come from a background where I have good, great fighters that have come through this business of boxing and given us such great fights in their life. No, they're all not going to win, bro. We're not the young generation. Not all the fighters are always going to win. Fighters have great fights, and they're going to lose, because that's how they become greats.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'll put respect on the boxer's name, bro. I'll put respect in the game, bro.
For sure, man. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate you stopping through, man. I'm about to bounce up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Let me know when your channel is up, man, so I can stop through and check it out.
Yeah, man. You're gonna take some time, but I'll let you know when I'm up and running.
Oh, okay, cool, man. All right, you
All
hold
right,
it down,
brother.
Rapstar, man. Thanks for stopping through, bro.
Respect, brother.
All right, I'm out.